From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Fred Norwood, Northeastern Indemnity Association.
Oh, hello, Fred. I haven't heard from you since that case down in Managua, Nicaragua. Got another nice long trip lined up for me?
I'm afraid not this time. But if you can leave right away, I wish you'd run down to Baltimore for us.
Baltimore? That depends.
Depends on what?
How free I can be with my expense account in the seafood department. Chicoteague oysters, soft-shell crabs, terrapin soup.
Johnny, if you can get us off the hook on this one, I'll okay your expense account blind.
Big one, huh?
Over 100,000.
Murder? Arson?
$111,421 missing from a safe.
Wow, and you're liable for it if it isn't recovered, huh?
For the full amount.
But who'd keep that much cash in a safe? Outside of a bank, that is.
The Trillingham Tobacco Company.
For why?
Better get the details from August Trillingham, if you'll take this on.
On a freewheeling expense account? Freddie, I'm your boy.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Northeastern Indemnity Association, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the wayward money matter. Expense account item 1, 2630, plane fare and incidentals, Hartford to New York to Baltimore, and a cab to the Sheraton Belvedere. After all, I could afford the best. Item 2, a 10-cent phone call to Mr. August Trillingham. He'd be glad to see me. Somewhere that name rang a bell. Item 3, $1.20 for a cab to the Trillingham Tobacco Company on Conway near Charles Street. It was a huge old brick building with what I guess you'd call a vaulted roof. Offices at one end of it, and the rest looked like a kind of warehouse.
I'm glad you could get here so quickly, Mr. Dollar. The loss only occurred last night, you know.
Well, I left Hartford the minute the insurance company called me. So, somebody blew your safe and walked off with a lot of...
Opened the safe, Mr. Dollar, and took over $104,000.
You always keep that much cash on hand?
Yes, because of the nature of our business.
What do you mean?
Well, the tobacco was grown by the farmers hereabouts, barn cured for a month or 2 or 3, and then brought here. We graded according to quality and color and tied into hands.
Hands?
Bunches of 20 or 30 leaves, depending on size.
Oh, I see.
Then we pack it in hogsheads and ship it to the auction warehouses. We're kind of a middleman between the small farmer and the auction. I said small farmer, Mr. Dollar.
Well?
People for whom tobacco is only an incidental crop. There are a lot of them. And since we buy from them outright, they want cash. Not checks or payment due the first of the month. Oh, no, cash.
Oh, I see. And you're always gambling on what you'll be able to get at the auctions.
That's right.
How's business, Mr. Trillingham?
Not as good as I'd like, of course, but I'm sure it'll pick up later in the year. Why do you ask?
Oh, just wondered. In a matter like this, I want to know all I can.
Yes, but you said that as though you meant to imply that...
perhaps... I meant to imply nothing. Look, you said that safe wasn't cracked.
I said it was opened, and I'm sure I know by whom.
You what? Well, then why send for me?
Well, after all, the liability is now your company.
Well, who did it?
For years, we've had a bookkeeper, little pipsqueak of a man named Elmer Cockerly.
Well, if he
must have been here 15 or 20 years, even before I bought this business.
You haven't always owned it?
Oh, no. I made my money during the late 20s, Florida real estate.
Oh, yes. Seems to me I've heard something about your success down there.
I retired, traveled around till the mid-40s, and then decided to get back into the swing of things, and I bought this business.
Yes, okay. Now, about this Elmer Cockerly.
Oh, a mild, timid, ineffectual sort of little man. And I suppose after 20 or 30 years of this dull, routine job, after seeing and handling so much money all the time...
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Well, anyhow, at tax time, I decided to have the accounting firm of Hanley, James, Chadwick, Kermer, and Wormsbecker go over our books, just as a matter of course.
And?
It was then that Elmer Cockerly suddenly discovered that some of the records were missing.
I see.
Things balanced out at the end of the year, mind you, but those 3 or 4 months were missing. And it was during that period that Elmer had painted his home Bought a new car.
Didn't you investigate immediately?
Of course.
Seems to me it was then that you should have sent for me.
Well, since our business is strictly cash, both in and outgoing, there was nothing we could pin on him. What's more, he was as concerned as I was, apparently. And after all, since things finally balanced out, but I wonder.
Yeah, I should think you would.
And now, since he's the only other person who could open the safe...
What does he say about this robbery?
He, didn't come in this morning. I called his wife. She hasn't seen him since he left for work yesterday morning.
You know where he lives?
Yes.
You have a description of his car, license, and so on?
Yes, I have.
Okay, Mr. Trillingham. I'll notify the police from here. Then I'm going out to his house to see what I can learn there. May I use your phone?
Of course.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time a timid soul had finally felt his oats, had run off with company money. And usually that type was hard to find. The methodical mind always planned things well, including a getaway. Item 4, 80 cents, taxi to a car rental agency. Item 5, $50 deposit, and I drove to Elmer Cockerly's home, a few blocks off Wilkins Avenue, west of town. I wondered why the old fella had done it. Sometimes the why can be the best clue as to where to hunt for a man. And you know something? A good part of the why became very clear when the door of Elmer's house was opened.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Wayward Money Matter.
Yes, what do you want?
Mrs. Cockerly?
I'm Mrs. Cockerly. Who are you?
Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Insurance investigator? I haven't even filed a claim on Elmer yet.
Oh, you think your husband is dead, Mrs. Cockerly?
Of course he is. You think for a minute he'd walk out on me?
That's why you think he's dead?
Ain't that enough?
You've talked with Mr. Trillingham this morning.
Of course I have. He wanted to know where Elmer was. I wanted to know where Elmer was. Neither of us knowed, so that was that. So when they find his body, I'll collect his insurance, and that'll be that. And I won't have that helpless little worm around underfoot no more. No more having to baby and nurse him and tie his tie and feed him.
Mrs. Cockerly.
No, sir. The only reason that little shrimp would dare not to come home is if somebody done him in. And when you find him, you can come around and pay me his insurance, and that's that. Now, if that's all you've
Just a
come to
minute.
talk...
Just a minute. Did Mr. Trillingham tell you that over $100,000 was taken from the safe at the office?
No. Elmer didn't do it. I know he didn't.
Do you?
Working his fingers to the bone year after year, handling all that money, and him and me just scraping along. Why, if it wasn't for beneficial finance helping us along now and then, I don't know what we'd have done.
Yeah, well, look.
I told him more than once if he wasn't such a spineless little mouse, he'd help himself to some of that money. They'd never miss it, being a cash business like it is, and Lord knows he deserves some of it.
Well, what'd he say to that?
Scared him. Made him angry. So I'd keep rubbing it in.
Great marriage you two had.
Sometimes he'd scream and yell like a baby.
He'd dare to scream at you?
I'd let him. I got so sick of him, it did me good to see him blow his top. Believe me, I told him more than once, if I was in his place, I wouldn't hesitate. Well, go ahead, he says. Go ahead. And he give me, go ahead, he says.
He gave you what, Mrs. Cockerly? The combination to the safe?
Yes. Yes, he did. So what of it? So maybe I went down there and robbed it last night.
Well, how did you know it was last night? I didn't tell you that.
All right. All right, maybe I did. But I'd like to see you put it on me.
Maybe I will.
You think I can't use that kind of money? You think I don't deserve it after struggling all these years, caring for him for nothing because he didn't have the gumption to get what he should have?
You know something, Mrs. Cockerly? I doubt if you ever gave him a chance to show any gumption.
Huh? Do you know Elmer? Did you ever see him?
No.
Then look. Look at his picture here on the hall table.
All right.
A baby, that's all he is.
All right. You've made with a lot of big, noisy talk.
Now, just...
Probably most of it's a lie. I don't believe you'd live 10 minutes with a man if you really felt that way about him.
Look, mister...
But there must be some reason for it. Some reason for trying to make me suspect you.
I told you. Maybe I did do it.
Did you?
But I'd like to see you prove it.
Well, I don't think you did.
I'd like to see you prove that.
I think all you're trying to do is cover up for him, protect him. And I'll say this, you're taking a mighty offbeat way to do it.
Now listen.
Where is he?
You really think little Elmer could have... No. No, he really didn't have the gumption.
All right, who else?
He couldn't have, Mr. Dollar. Outside of his books and figures at that office, he could hardly take care of himself. That's why he needed me, to tell him what to do and feed him and take care of him.
Well, this is quite a change of pace, Mrs. Cockerly.
So maybe I did make him toe the line, so what about it? He liked it. Some people are that way, just like me. I gotta have somebody I can lord it over him. Anything wrong with that? Well...
I don't believe a thing you said.
Oh, you don't?
Now, where is he? Where is Elmer?
I don't know.
And if he didn't rob that safe, who did?
He couldn't. How should I know? Why don't you ask that August Trillingham, his fancy boss that's kept him and me starving all these years? Did you think of him?
Everybody's a suspect at a time like this.
Dear August.
Including
his
you.
Friend, the boss. Used to go catfishing together up the creek. Great privilege for poor little Elmer to go fishing with the boss who made all the money. That's where I thought he was last night when he didn't come home to supper. When he wasn't home all night, poor dear.
All right, Mrs. Cockerly, just quit acting.
Act?
Somebody stole that
Now,
money, and
listen.
apparently only 3 people knew the combination of that safe. Trillingham, your husband, and you.
I tell you, go ask that Trillingham.
But only one of the 3 has run out, disappeared.
No. No, I'll never believe that Elmer did it. He could.
Sure he could. Anybody could. Now, where is he?
I don't know.
I think you do.
No.
And you're trying to protect him. Or are you waiting to hear from him so you can join him and the money?
That isn't true.
Then why isn't he here, if half of what you told me is true?
Because
Oh, go answer the phone.
Hello. Yes, I'm her. Who? Oh, just a minute. Sergeant Macklin, he said.
Oh, the man I talked to at police headquarters.
Here.
Thanks. Johnny Dollar.
This is Macklin, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, Mac.
Looks like it's all sewed up.
Yeah, who?
Elmer Cockerly. Driver's license, identification
You found the
card.
money?
Well, what's left of it.
They got the money, did they?
You know what Cockerly looks like?
I've seen his picture.
Well, then maybe you better come out here.
Where?
Hance's Bridge.
Hance's Bridge.
Yeah,
We used to go
it's,
catfishing all the time.
It's about 9 miles up the creek north of town.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Yeah, I want you to see if you can identify Cockerly's body.
Oh, I see.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Wayward Money Matter.
Without telling Mrs. Cockerly what I'd learned over the phone, I took off in my rental car for the creek north of town, for Hance's Bridge. Yeah, this was a crazy case if ever there was one. Elmer Cockerly, bookkeeper for the tobacco company, was the only real suspect in the $104,000 robbery. And where there's only one suspect, I always begin to wonder. But who else was there? His wife? Maybe. She'd done everything she could to confuse me. The owner of the company, Trillingham? Yeah, I thought of him too. Until I got the word from the police that they'd found Elmer Cockerly, or what was left of him. They'd found the money, too, or what was left of it.
What's left of it is right, Dollar. I'm afraid most of that 100,000 went floating down the creek when Cockerly and his car rolled over into it. Well, we'll see how much of the dough is still inside when we get the car up on the bank.
How do you figure it happened, Sergeant?
Well, the old boy was making his getaway is all. Going too fast when he hit the turn onto the bridge and plop-o into the creek.
Wouldn't there be skid marks, Mac?
Well, he wouldn't have to be going very fast. Now, look. Car's up on the bank now. Come on.
Yeah. How do you know it's Elmer Cockerly inside of it?
License number. And one of the boys dove in, brought up his wallet.
Well, here she is, Sergeant. High and wet.
Okay, Les. We'll have a look.
Only a few small bills in there. Rest of the dough must be out in Chesapeake Bay by now. All right, boy.
Take a look, Dollar. That Cockerly in there?
Yeah? Yeah, that's Elmer. Do you think he drowned?
Yeah, or banged around so hard when the car plunged in that... Look. See the bruises on his face and chest?
Yeah.
Not pretty.
And Mac,
Well, that's that. Just one more who tried and didn't get away with it. I wonder when they'll learn that it just... Huh? What's that?
A little scrap of paper out of his pocket.
Huh?
Torn. Only part of it, see?
Night. Pants. Cat.
And Mac, look here.
Yeah, what?
This bruise, this mark on the back of his head.
Yeah, you really got banged around.
Show me one thing in this car that could leave a mark like this.
Well, most anything. Door handle, top of the steering post.
No, sir. All the other bruises are on his face, his chest. And there's only one thing I know that leaves a mark like this. Better get the coroner out here before you touch anything. See you later.
But look, where are you going?
I'll see you later.
Now, what under the...
Yes, I heard it from the police department, Mr. Dollar, and well, in spite of what I told you earlier, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is.
He'd been such a loyal soul all those years. But I suppose all that cash, and it was a bit more than we usually kept in the safe, I suppose it was just too much of a temptation for him.
Or for any other man.
Huh?
Even you, for instance.
What? Are you joking? So it's not funny.
So, business has been pretty bad lately.
I didn't say that, Mr. Dollar. I merely said that...
I know what you said, Trillingham. And I remember now what I'd heard about your big success in Florida real estate back in the 20s.
Well, I don't see what...
You were one of those guys who sold a lot of swamp and jungle, some of it underwater, to suckers from up north.
I was young, an opportunist in those
You were
days.
a crook. You're a crook now, and a killer.
Mr.
What
Dollar...
a natural to hang it on. Poor, timid little Elmer Cockerly. Sure, why not? He'd be the natural suspect in anybody's book.
Do you realize what you're
Let's
accusing me
go
of?
fishing. Catfishing. Tonight at Hance's Bridge. Only you shouldn't have put it into a note to him.
What note?
The one I found on his body. So you met him there. You slugged him, put him behind the wheel of his car, then ran it down the embankment into the creek. You thought the rolling over would account for any bruises he'd get.
Listen,
But not that mark on the back of his head, the one made by the butt of a .38 special. I've seen too many of them, Trillingham. Oh, I see. You still have it.
That's right. And I'll use it.
You didn't get away with murdering Elmer. You'd never get away killing me.
I can go a long ways on $100,000. And before I let you stop me... Huh?
Mr. Dollar, the police told me poor Elmer had...
Close that door.
You did it.
Quiet.
I don't know how, but you killed him.
Quiet and close that... Oh, I'll do it myself.
Oh, Buster! Yeah, he did it, Mrs. Cockerly. And believe me, he'll pay for it. Well, so ends another dirty chapter in the history of crime. I hope the insurance on Elmer makes up in some small way for Mrs. Cockerly's loss of her... Well, I was going to say husband, but I guess Elmer was kind of a baby to her. To manage, to browbeat, and to love. Expense account total, including transportation back to Hartford, $104.70. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a fishing trip to Lake Mojave Resort. Fishing, that is, for a thief. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote today's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Edgar Barrier, Alan Reed, Vic Perrin, and Frank Nelson. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
For your listening enjoyment, John Lund as Johnny Dollar.
Ned Talbot, Johnny. What are you working on?
Why, nothing at the moment. I was thinking of going to New York for a couple of days. Why?
Well, I have one here on my desk you might be able to do something with while you're there.
Well, tell me about it.
Corinthian covers a textile outfit in New York. Wallace Cottons and Company. This week their auditors found a shortage in the books.
How much of a shortage?
Well, it's nearly 5,000. Wait, I got it right here. $4,185.
And I'm supposed to find out who took it?
Oh, no, we already know who did that. One of the bookkeepers in their office, Lester James. He's been arrested and admitted everything. I thought maybe you could find out what he did with all that money.
Well, I'm going to New York anyway. I'll see what I can do. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Adjustment Bureau, 418 Elizabeth Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Lester James matter. Expense account item 1, $32.56. Train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City. After receiving from Ned Talbot the necessary information concerning the indemnity claim of Wallace Cottons and Company, Incorporated. I arrived in New York at 1:30 in the afternoon and checked in at the New Weston. Central Division told me that Lester James is being held in the 17th Precinct Jail. I went right over.
Well, here you are, darling. Now what? Take it easy, James. This is Johnny Dollar. He wants to talk to you.
Hello, James.
Hi. I'll see you later, Dollar, huh?
Yeah, thanks, Sergeant.
You'll give me a yell when you finish, huh?
Right.
Well, what are you? Lawyer or something?
Nope.
I don't want a lawyer. Said somebody be around to talk to me again, but I don't want to see anybody.
Why not?
I just don't want to see anybody, that's all.
Well, you'll have to be represented by counsel when you go into court.
All right, let somebody represent me. Just a technicality anyhow. I know what'll happen in court. I've got my confession. Who are you, anyway?
I'm an insurance investigator.
Well, what are you doing here? The swell day outside.
I'm trying to find out what you did with that $4,185 that you took from Wallace Cottons.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that. How about it, James?
Isn't it enough that I'm in jail?
It's enough for the police, but not for my insurance company.
I don't have anything to say to you.
Now, look, don't be foolish. A whole or a partial recovery will have a lot to do with what happens to you in court.
I don't want to be foolish. It's just that I spent it all. Every dime of it. No way to pay it back.
Spend it on what?
Doesn't make any difference.
Might make a lot of difference.
I don't have anything to tell you.
You've never been in trouble before, have you?
No.
They think of things like that when a man comes up for sentencing. Now, this is your first offense.
I know.
You trying to shield somebody, James?
Why don't you go away?
You been trying the market? Did you gamble with it?
No, just leave me alone. I won't tell you anything, Mr. Dollar.
If you bought something with it or gave it to somebody, if it can be recovered in some way.
No, I tell you, go away, leave me alone.
I'd like to, but you're a thief, James. And you're going to get what's coming to you. I can't leave you alone.
Listen.
Now, you listen to me. If I don't get the information I want from you, I'll get it elsewhere. I'm going to be real honest with you. Corinthian Liability wrote a blanket policy on Wallace Cottons and Company, promising to pay them in full for every loss caused by fire or theft on their premises. Now, no insurance company takes the word of some guy sitting in a jail cell where there's cash to be recovered. It's the same as stolen property. If you gave it to someone or spent it when it wasn't yours, it's still redeemable. Now, what do you have to say?
Look, Mr. Dollar, this won't do you any good. I'm no low-forehead job who got caught crawling in a drugstore window. I'm a college graduate. I've been in the business world for 10 years or better. I know what I want to tell you and what I want to keep to myself. And I don't want to talk about this, do you understand? And there's no way or no person who can make me talk about it. I took the money, I admitted that. I did a bad job of it, I was caught, I've confessed, and you've got me. And that's the whole story.
Okay. Have it your way, Lester.
Go away. Just go away, please.
Lester James was a tall, dark-complexioned man in his early 30s. His hair was black, straight, and closely cropped. His features regular. Not good, not bad. Kind of man you see every day on the street. Somehow, the kind of man I hadn't expected to meet. Expense account item 2, $1.35, cab fare. I went over to the apartment on 59th Street where Lester James had lived. According to the penciled note above the first door to the right of the entrance, Mrs. Anastasia Denovich was the manager.
Yes, what is, please?
You're Mrs. Denovich?
Yes, what you want, mister?
I understand that Mr. Lester James lived here. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Bad. Bad. I hear he steals money, and that's bad.
Yeah. I'm from the insurance company, Mrs. Denovich. We're trying to recover some of that money if we can. Wonder if you could help me.
I fixed dinner now for my son. He's come home from work. What I do?
Well, I want to know about Lester James.
What is?
It works, Mrs. Denovich. Did he drink? Gamble? Did he stay in nights or go out? Did he pay his rent?
You're a policeman?
Insurance investigator.
Oh, please. Sometime else.
Look, it's important now.
I talked to Lester on phone. He said I don't have to answer any question.
Well, you don't have to, but I'd appreciate it if you would.
My son home soon. All right, mister. I know these things. You ask about men who live here.
Well, look, how about his friends? Who visited him?
I know. I cannot say. No visitor.
Was he a good tenant?
No trouble, like Mr. O'Sullivan on third floor, always drunk. Fine.
Did you ever meet his girl?
Girl?
Well, sure, his girl. He has a girlfriend.
No, I never see girlfriend.
How long have you known him?
5, 6 years, maybe, ever since he moved in here, this place.
You know how he spent his time?
Work. He work hard.
No, I mean besides working at the textile company. How else?
No. He poor fellow, that one.
How's that?
He steal money, true, but he poor fellow just same. For him, I feel.
Yeah.
Lester, he quiet and he think. I know he live up in that little room quiet. Think, he does all the time, he think. Oh, my son's dinner, please, you go now.
Just a minute. I'd like to see his apartment if I can.
No matter. You bring key back, please.
Thank you, Mrs. Denovich. The apartment Lester James had lived in was as dismal as the neighborhood. A tiny closet kitchen, a bed that came out of the wall, and a pair of grimy windows that looked across the court into another pair of equally grimy windows. The furniture was early 30s and threadbare. Among his personal effects, I found nothing of value. The apartment yielded no more information than James had. Expense account item 3, $1.95, dinner. I had it in a neighborhood restaurant called the 59er. A place where, I learned, Lester James had frequently eaten. The restaurant manager remembered him and liked him. A woman who ran a bakery shop across the street told me how he'd come back from the war in 1946 and had worn his uniform for a month until he got a job and could buy some civilian clothes. All in all, I was getting a composite picture of Lester James that didn't look quite right. Whatever he was to the people who knew him casually, he wasn't a man who ever had any money to spend.
Well, hiya.
Hi.
No good, huh? Well, that's the way it goes. We had some action here today, no?
Oh?
Sit down. James' preliminary hearing was this afternoon. The man from the district attorney's office took about 15 minutes to lay out the evidence against James.
Uh-huh.
And the public defender took about 3 minutes trying to get James to answer one question. What did he do with the money?
Did I miss anything?
No, not a thing. Wouldn't open up at all. Just said that he'd spent it.
Well,
Public defender about threw up his hands.
I'm about ready to throw up mine. When is the trial set for?
Sometime next week.
I'd like to talk to him again. He been moved yet?
Didn't go to the sheriff's office.
Somebody bail him?
He bailed himself. $200 he had in war bond.
Is he left yet?
No. We'll get out till about 6. That's when the shift changes. Why, you still want to see him?
Yeah, I'll wait. hour later, when Lester James emerged from the doorway and turned right, I followed him, about a half a block behind. When he caught a cab and headed uptown, I caught one, stayed right with him. When he got out at the Empress Theater and walked around to the stage door, I was standing at the alley entrance. 10 minutes later, he came out and hailed a cab. Once more, I followed. This time, he went back to his apartment on 59th Street. I waited 15 minutes before I went in. James? James? James, it's me, Johnny Dollar. I got a couple of whiffs of it standing there in front of the door. The room was acrid, stinging with gas fumes, and Lester James was stretched out on the floor of his 6-foot kitchen. When I picked him up and carried him out, I didn't know whether he was alive or dead.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
"30 seconds after I found Lester James, I'd called a police ambulance. In a matter of minutes, an intern was working over him with a pull motor. There was no telling how much gas he'd breathed in or for how long a time the jet had been open.
Hand me that. Thanks. Swab. Okay.
You alive?
Maybe. Hard to say on these. That shot should cause some reaction.
Oh?
This your place?
No, it's his.
You know him?
His name is Lester James. I met him earlier today.
Can you give me that? We might be getting something here.
What, this thing?
Yeah. He'll be sick if... Oh.
What?
He's catching on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a little more. Getting some pulse. Respiration, too.
Will you make it?
Well, it depends. If he had a heart condition, it'll be tough. There's nothing more we can do here. Let's move him.
Now, where'll he be?
48th Street emergency. Why?
Well, I'd like to talk to him when he comes around.
Better phone in first.
Oh, sure.
Ah, that's the third one tonight. What is it, the weather?
Not for him.
You know why?
He's out on bail. Goes to trial on an embezzling charge pretty soon.
Oh. Well, be sure and call in.
Yeah, right. The investigating officers questioned me regarding the circumstances of Lester James's attempted suicide. I told them what had happened and gave them my business address for reference. After that, I went back to my hotel and had dinner. Then I went over to the Empress Theater. A musical show was playing there, and it had just finished.
I didn't quite get that, mister.
$1.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, what can I do for you, sir?
Between 6:30 and 7 o'clock tonight, a man came here to the stage entrance and talked to you.
A lot of people talk to me here. What man?
His name was Lester James.
No, I don't remember no Lester James.
Maybe he didn't give you his name.
You come here to see somebody? Is that it?
He might have, I don't know. He's about 5'11", weighs 175 or 80. Didn't have any hat on, raincoat, dark man. You remember him?
Oh, yes, of course. Him, yes.
You remember him?
Oh, sure, yeah. He's been around a lot of times, Lester James. I didn't even recognize that name at first.
Would you mind telling me what he was doing here?
Well, he comes here to see Margie Cook.
That his girlfriend?
Oh, no, I don't think so. She never sees him when he asks.
Who's Margie Cook?
She sings here.
You ever seen them together?
Well, don't know. I've never seen them together.
Is she still here?
What's that?
I'd like to talk to her. Is she still here?
Oh, no, Margie left. She finishes in the second act.
Could you tell me where she lives?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't tell you that.
Well, where can I phone her?
Well, I just can't tell you that either.
Look, would you do me a favor?
Well, if I can, what is it?
Would you telephone her and tell her my business and ask her if she'd see me?
Well, I suppose I can do that all right, Mr. Dollar. Take a chair right there. I'll just see what I can do for you.
Expense account item 4, $2.65. More cab fare. This time to the apartment of Margie Cook, singer. She met me at the door with cold cream on her face, wrapped in a chenille dressing gown. Miss Cook?
You must be Mr. Dollar. Come in, please.
Thank you.
I didn't quite understand Frank on the telephone.
Frank? Oh, the doorman at the theater, yeah.
Yes. I didn't quite know what to make of it. Goodness, are you really an insurance detective?
Yeah, investigator.
Can I fix you a drink?
No, thanks.
You mentioned something about a man named Lester James, Mr. Dollar?
Yes. You know him?
Well, no, I don't.
There's sort of a reservation in the way you say that, Miss Cook. You know his name?
Yes, I know the name. What's this all about?
Oh, just a routine investigation.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
I'm curious. How did you get my name? How am I connected with Lester James?
Well, that's what I want you to tell me.
Oh, first, about my name.
Well, James was at the theater tonight asking for you. I found that out from the doorman. And then I asked to speak to you.
Oh.
I understand James has been around there quite a bit.
I really don't know how to tell you this. I've only seen the man once in my life.
Is that so?
Honestly. He's really quite impossible. Oh, dear. This is very embarrassing to be asked about a thing like this by a complete stranger.
Well, maybe I can save you that embarrassment if you'll answer one question.
All right.
He ever give you any presents?
Yes.
What?
Well, that cigarette case there.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And the lighter to go with it.
Uh-huh. Tiffany's.
Pretty, aren't they?
And expensive. What else?
Well, let me think. Oh, that wasn't from him. Oh, that was.
What?
The lamp over there.
Uh-huh.
And the fur piece.
Could I see that?
I'm afraid I gave it away.
Oh, I see.
I gave it to my kid sister who was visiting me a couple of months ago.
What kind of fur piece was it?
Ermine.
Ermine.
I think that's about it. Except for orchids that used to come every night. A dozen orchids every night.
He sent them to you?
Mm-hmm. For about 3 months.
You only saw him once, and he gave you all these gifts.
Oh, dear. I know how that must sound. Look, it started about 6 months ago, I guess. I got a card in my dressing room one night asking me to dinner. It was signed Lester James. Well, I'd never heard of anyone named Lester James, and I tore it up. But every night after that, I kept getting the card, and pretty soon flowers, and then the lighter, and the cigarette case came. That's when I saw him. I didn't even dine with him, Mr. Dollar. We had one drink, and I told him I had a headache.
I see.
Gifts still kept coming, flowers, invitations, and I ignored them. I tried to send the things back, but I didn't know where to send them, so I gave away some, and some I've kept, and that's it.
Why didn't you see him after that one night?
Oh, he was so different than what I'd imagined. I mean, I've had my share of stage door Johnnies, but this man was... Well, he couldn't say a word without stumbling. He had no poise, no sophistication, nothing. All he had was money.
I see. Well, he didn't have money either, Miss Cook.
What?
He worked for $72 a week as a bookkeeper.
But all the gifts, the things he gave me, sent me, he had to have money.
He's been stealing it to buy those things for you.
For heaven's sake. Why, for heaven's sake. And that's why you're here. No wonder.
He tried to commit suicide a couple of hours ago.
Suicide? No. Oh, no.
I'm sorry I had to come to you to get this information. He wouldn't tell anybody what he'd done with the money.
Will he go to prison?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, but we had nothing. He was just a name to me.
Well, apparently, you were something more to him. I spent the next 2 days tracking down the places from which the gifts had been purchased and ascertaining their retail values. Totaled $2,780. I also learned from Margie Cook that Lester James had made appointments to meet her at various times at different expensive restaurants around town. She had never once kept any of these appointments. A check with the Waldorf, 21, the Stork, and several other places revealed that James had always made elaborate arrangements to entertain her. His restaurant bills, which were paid, came to $835. The florist bill, $680, Total, $4,295. Hello?
Hi.
Remember me?
Sure. Insurance man. What now?
How do you feel?
Okay. You saved me, didn't you?
I suppose so.
Why?
Well, for the same reason you'd save a man who was dying, James. You know what I've been doing?
What?
Answering the questions that you wouldn't answer. I met Margie Cook.
What?
My job, I had to.
Listen, you had no right to go to her. You had no right.
Look, it's the company's money you were spending on her. I had every right. Unpleasant as it may be.
And she knows all about me?
Yep. We took back all the things you gave her.
You dirty scum.
Look, don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourself. I didn't steal the money, you did.
Why didn't you leave it alone? What difference does the money make to you?
Nothing to me.
What do you want now?
Well, I didn't get all of it traced down. There's still $410 I'm worried about. Yeah. Here. I've got this much.
Yeah.
Can you remember what you did with the rest of it?
Pretty thorough, aren't you?
I try to be. Well? Oh, come on, Lester. We've got most of it. What difference does it make now?
You and your money. That's all it is to you. Dollars and cents.
Dollars and cents that were stolen. Remember that. What did you do? See her on the stage one night?
No. She was in the office.
Office? Your office?
Yes. Some fashion convention about 6 months ago. She was modeling some of our fabrics for them. The publicity people brought her over. I never saw anyone like that before.
You figured a little money would attract her to you, huh?
I heard that's the best way to do it.
Well, it's one way, but it's not the best way, Lester.
Right. I pictured myself knocking on her door one night and saying, I'm a bookkeeper and I live on 59th Street. Why don't you come over and have a bottle of beer with me?
You know, she might have come.
What makes you think so?
I met her. Up until the time I talked with Lester James in the emergency hospital, I had my doubts about love at first sight. But after I talked to him, I was convinced that it could and did happen. To him. I was sorry that he didn't know quite how to handle it. I was also wondering if I'd been in his shoes, would I have done the same thing? Johnny Dollar.
Oh, I was afraid you might have left town.
I'm just packing up. Who's this?
Margie Cook, remember me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I haven't been able to sleep thinking about that man.
Lester James?
Yes. What'll happen to him?
He'll go to prison.
Even with all the money returned?
Only half of that stuff's redeemable. Take at least, $2,500 more.
And then what?
Well, then it would be up to the court.
I want to pay it.
What?
I want to make it up, the whole thing.
Look, Miss Cook, I know your motives are the best, but you're not responsible in any way for this man's actions. He just went...
Dollar. He's the first man I've ever known who actually went out on a limb for the girl he loved. I'm the girl and he's the man.
Are you serious?
Poor dumbbell. He doesn't belong in any prison. He ought to get married to some nice girl. I want to help him. You still there?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Expense account item 5, $28, hotel. Item 6, $37, meals. Item 7, $15.15, miscellaneous. Item 8, same as 1, transportation back home. Total, $151.22. Remarks: James comes to trial next week. In view of Margie Cook's paying back the money he stole, James just might get a suspended sentence. But, as always, that's up to the court. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And delicious Wrigley Spearmint Gum is so handy. Just slip a package into your purse or pocket, and you've got refreshment right at your fingertips. Chew Wrigley's Spearmint while you're working. Enjoy this refreshing treat along with your favorite summer sports. Wrigley's Spearmint Gum is always enjoyable, and you can chew it without even taking time out. Get a few packages of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Columbia All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Shane bombing matter. Expense account item 1, $14.75. Train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City, after I received from you the necessary information concerning the late David Shane. I arrived in New York at 3:30 in the afternoon and went directly to the 3rd Precinct Station, where I contacted Lieutenant Will Stevens of Homicide.
Sit down, Johnny.
Oh, thanks, Will.
Been a long time.
Yeah, it has. Will, I'm investigating the David Shane killing.
Well, I'll give you all the help I can.
Well, I'd appreciate it. Understand you're holding the brother.
Yeah. We talked to Mrs. Shane. She told us Charles sent the box. Says she heard David say so before he opened it.
Brothers weren't living together?
No, Charles Shane's been in California. He arrived here by plane this morning. We picked him up.
What does he say about it?
He swears he didn't do it.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. As near as we can find out, the brothers were very close.
Oh, so were Cain and Abel.
Yeah. But there doesn't seem to be any motive in this case. At least we can't find any. I thought for a while Charles was going to give us a lead, but just before we had him brought up for questioning, his lawyer showed up.
With a writ?
No, just said he was representing Charles and wanted to talk to him. He was with him for about a half hour, and after he left, Charles wouldn't open his mouth.
My report on David Shane says he worked at Bishop and Harding.
That's right. Factory foreman. I knew him. He's a nice guy. Took a lot of interest in union affairs, and everybody seemed to like him.
And you can't find any motive for the brother to send him a bomb?
Not yet.
Can I talk to Charles?
Sure. But you're not going to get anything out of him.
Stevens put in a call and made arrangements for me to interview Charles Shane. Expense account item 2, $1.35. Cab fare to the city jail, where I was taken in to see Charles Shane in his cell. Mr. Shane?
Yeah?
Mind if I sit down?
No.
Thanks. My name is Dollar. I represent the Columbia All Risk Insurance Company.
Are you kidding?
I'm investigating your brother's death.
Oh.
Your mother and sister are also insured with Columbia.
How are they?
Well, I haven't seen them, but the last report was they were doing all right. Mr. Shane.
I didn't send him that bomb.
Any idea who did?
No.
You're in a pretty tough spot.
Okay.
The package the bomb was in...
Came from California, okay.
How long have you been in California, Mr. Shane?
About 8 months.
Doing what?
Working.
Doing what?
Shipyards. Now, look, Mr. Dollar, the police have asked me all kinds of questions. Same ones you're asking me. I've given them the same answers. They've probably got them all written down on a piece of paper. So why don't you save yourself a lot of trouble and just go take a look at the paper?
Just a couple more questions.
Okay. You've got a cigarette?
Oh, sure. If you had a job in California, why did you come back to New York?
Because I quit my job.
Why?
Because I didn't like it. Now, you've had your couple of questions, Mr. Dollar.
Okay. You didn't send the bomb?
No, I didn't send the bomb. Now, will you lay off, please?
Okay. Guard. I'm going to see your mother and sister. Any message?
No.
I can't help wondering.
What?
How your brother knew the package was from you.
Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
Kind of foolish for a guy to send someone a bomb and a package that could be so easily identified.
I said goodbye, Mr. Dollar. And thanks for the cigarette.
Sure.
Expense account item 3, $1.65. Cab fare to the hospital, where I was allowed to interview Mrs. Shane. She was in her late 50s, a small, frail woman, lying in the clean white hospital bed and looking up at me with hurt-filled eyes.
You only have a few minutes.
Okay.
Mrs. Shane, this is Mr. Dollar. He'd like to speak to you.
Hello, Mrs. Shane.
Are you another policeman?
No, ma'am. I'm an insurance investigator.
Oh, I was hoping you could tell me something about my son, Charles.
I just left Charles, Mrs. Shane.
Did you? How is he?
Oh, he's fine.
I made such a terrible mistake.
How's that?
Telling the police Charles sent the package.
You don't think he did?
Of course he didn't. Mr. Dollar, I don't know you, but please, if you're investigating this terrible thing, please do something for Charles. He didn't do it. He loved his brother. They were so close. He wouldn't ever do anything as terrible as this.
I'll do everything I can, Mrs. Shane.
David could have been wrong. He must have been.
Wrong about what?
About Charles sending the package.
Why did he think Charles sent him the package?
We were in the kitchen. I was fixing dinner. This package had arrived that afternoon at the factory. It was just addressed to David.
Was it addressed in Charles' handwriting?
I don't know. But when David came home, he said it was from Charles. I didn't know what I was saying when I told that to the police. I was so stunned. Mr. Dollar, you didn't send that package. Please, Mr. Dollar, you must do something to help him.
All right, Mrs. Shane. I'm sure Mr. Dollar will do everything he can. Now, you'll have to rest.
You will help, won't you, Mr. Dollar?
I'll do everything I can, Mrs. Shane.
Your time's up, Mr. Dollar.
Oh,
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Shane.
all right. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar. Please help him.
Goodbye, Mrs. Shane. She gonna be all right?
Oh, she'll be fine. She wasn't hurt badly. Minor cuts and burns, shock.
Where's her daughter, Miss Mary Shane?
3 doors down, but she's a little worse off.
Can I see her?
Yes. Lieutenant Stevens asked the doctor to give you all the cooperation possible. But she can only stay a few minutes, and she's under sedation. She may not be able to say much.
Sure.
Only a few minutes. Miss Shane? Miss Shane, this is Mr. Dollar. He'd like to speak with you.
Who?
Johnny Dollar, Miss Shane. I'm investigating your brother's death.
Oh, yes, Mr. Dollar. I'm a little sleepy. They gave me something to make me sleep, and things don't make much sense. I'm sorry.
I just saw your brother Charles.
He didn't do it. He wouldn't have any reason to.
Well, can you tell me anything that might help?
He was helping David. He wouldn't try to kill him. He was helping him.
Helping him?
What?
You said he was helping David.
Oh, yes. Charles knows who sent the bomb, but he didn't send it.
He knows who sent it?
He knows. David's been making speeches against the Workers' Protective Association.
The Workers' Protective Association? Miss Shane. You said something about the Workers' Protective Association.
Been making speeches against them. Charles has been helping in California. Didn't send it. He knows who did.
What has Charles been doing in California, Miss Shane?
Charles knows who sent the bomb. He knows. He's keeping quiet to protect us, but he knows.
Miss Shane, did David tell anyone Charles was helping him in California?
Tell anyone? There was a man named Wagner who called all the time.
Wagner?
Yes, Wagner. Called all the time.
Did he work at the factory?
No, I think he was a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yes. I can't think.
Please, Mr. Dollar.
Just one more question, nurse. It's very important. Miss Shane, did David tell anyone at the factory that Charles was working with him in California?
At the factory?
Yes. Did he tell anyone about Charles in California?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Mr. Dollar, I'll have to call the doctor.
Look, this may mean a man's life. Who did David tell, Miss Shane?
A man named... wish I could get things straight.
Who did he tell at the factory?
Pryor. Sometimes after work, Mom used to fix dinner for him and David.
Pryor?
Yes. Pryor. Ralph Pryor was a close friend of David's. David.
Now, please, Mr. Dollar.
Okay. I left the hospital and walked out in the street. One of those sidewalk photographers snapped my picture and handed me a card in case I wanted to send him 2 bits for the print. I threw the card away and hailed another cab. Expense account item 4, $2.65. Cab fare to the Bishop and Harding factory where David had worked. I identified myself to the superintendent. He took me down and introduced me to the new foreman of the shop, who pointed out Ralph Pryor at a turret lathe. Mr. Pryor? Mr. Pryor? Yeah? My name is Johnny Dollar. Okay. So what? Oh, you're a friendly little fella, aren't you?
Look, what do you want? I got a lot of work to turn out, and I ain't got no time for stupid conversation.
I understand David Shane was a good friend of yours.
Yeah. What do you want to know, Kurt?
I'm investigating his death.
All right, he was a good friend. Now, what else do you want to know?
How long have you worked here?
Oh, about 6 years.
When was the last time you saw David?
Yesterday. Said goodbye to him when he left work.
You don't seem very unhappy.
You got any more questions?
Yeah. How does the mail come in here?
From the mail room.
Who brings it in?
Nobody special. Foreman usually sends someone after.
How do I find the mailroom?
Up the hall at the head of the stairs. Thanks.
I went up and talked to the mailroom clerk, and he was a little more help. There had been a package for David. He remembered it because it was so heavy. He told me that he'd sent it down along with some other mail, but he couldn't remember who'd picked it up. I was starting to get a hunch, so I got to a phone and put in a call to Lieutenant Stevens.
How you doing?
Pretty fair. You know, I don't think the brothers sent the bomb.
I don't either. The lab says the bomb was dynamite, highest grade. I don't see how it could have come through the mails all the way from California without the caps blowing the whole thing up.
Huh. Do me a favor.
If I can.
Pick up a Ralph Pryor. Works at the factory.
Any charge?
Just pick him up for questioning. He was supposed to be one of David Shane's closest friends. Pick him up and hold him as long as you can.
You, got something?
Maybe. Friends, you know Wrigley's Spearmint Gum is a delicious treat that millions enjoy all year round. It's good to chew almost any time and any place. In warm weather, you'll enjoy especially the refreshment that Wrigley's Spearmint Gum gives you. When your mouth feels hot and dry, or when you're feeling warm and tired, chewing Wrigley's Spearmint gives you a pleasant little lift. It cools your mouth, moistens your throat, and refreshes your taste. Besides, chewing on a good smooth piece of Wrigley's spearmint gum seems to add enjoyment to whatever else you're doing. So enjoy it at home, at work, wherever you are. And remember, Wrigley's spearmint gum is a swell treat to take along on picnics. Get plenty for everybody. That's Wrigley's spearmint chewing gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar. After calling Lieutenant Stevens, I left the factory and hung around outside for about 15 minutes till I spotted a squad car pull up and two of New York's finest go into the building to pick up Ralph Fryer. Expense account item 5, $2.75. Cab fare from the Bishop and Harding factory to the 3rd Precinct Police Station.
Boys just brought Pryor in. I got him downstairs. Would you mind letting me in on this?
Well, it's a long shot. I found out what Charles Shane was doing in California.
Well, we know that. He worked in the shipyard.
Yeah, but he was also doing some undercover work.
Undercover work?
His sister told me he was helping David get some evidence on something called the Workers' Protective Association. Know anything about it?
Yeah, had a lot of trouble with them. King-size extortion. They muscle in on the local union and guarantee the workers protection.
Protection from what?
From nothing. But if they don't pay up, they get their heads split. We've even had a couple of killings, but we've never been able to pin them on anyone. The FBI's been working on it for over a year. They're operating all over the country.
I'll bet my expense account that they sent the bomb.
Well, you think Pryor's mixed up in it?
Well, the sister told me Pryor knew what Charles was doing in California. David told him.
You don't think Pryor's going to admit anything, do you?
I doubt it. But I'm interested in seeing who comes to bail him out. The sister also told me David got a number of calls from a lawyer named Wagner.
Well, the lawyer who came to see Charles this morning was named Wagner. Yeah, here it is. John Wagner.
Yeah, that was the hunch. Now, this is the way it figures to me. Charles was in California working with David here to get evidence on a racket. You told me he shut up like a clam when this lawyer got through with him.
Yeah, that's right. Acted frightened.
And why not? If Wagner's mixed up in the racket, he simply tells Charles if he opens his mouth, the Shane family will get another bomb. Or get in the way of a truck or something.
Oh, you gotta have more than that.
Look, I admit it. I'm only guessing. Now, Pryor knew what Charles was doing in California. If he's in the association, he tells them, and they get set to kill off David and at the same time frame the brother for the killing.
Okay. Now suppose you tell me how they do it.
Well, I'm just guessing again, but I think the bomb was sent from the factory. And in order to get hold of that package, the man who planted the bomb would have to be working in David's shop.
That where Pryor worked?
He sure does.
Excuse me. Stevens. Yeah? He is? Okay. Well?
What?
The lawyer.
Wagner?
Yeah. He's out front. Wants to see his client, Ralph Pryor.
I left Stevens and went out front where I spotted the lawyer, Wagner. He was small, dressed neatly in a Homburg, blue suit, and spats. I made sure he was the man I wanted, then I went out front to wait. About a half an hour later, he finally came out and grabbed a cab. Expense account item 6, $3.25. One more cab to tail Wagner. He led me to a waterfront dive on Canal Street. I watched him go in, then I followed.
Something for you, Mac?
No, just looking.
Anything special?
A man just came in here.
He did?
Short, blue suit and spats.
Spats?
And a Homburg.
Better have a good stiff one.
You didn't see him?
Oh, sure. The short, blue suit, spats, Homburg.
Yeah.
Leading an elephant.
You know something? I'm not amused.
You know something? Neither was the elephant.
Where does that back door lead to?
To the back door. Let's take a walk back there, Mr. Dollar.
You know who I am?
Sure. You want to see Mr. Wagner, don't you? Isn't that right?
That's right.
Through that back door. He's expecting you.
If you don't mind, I'll make a call first.
Ah, but I do mind. I'm sorry.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm going to make it anyway.
No. You're going back to see Mr. Wagner. You know why?
Because you got a gun in that pocket?
That's a pretty good reason, Dollar.
Yes, it is. Well, let's go see Mr. Wagner. The man with a gun in his coat pocket showed me the way to the back door. We went through into a hall that led to some stairs that led to another door. Behind the second door was an office, and behind the desk was the lawyer, John Wagner.
Come in, Mr. Dollar. Come in. Have a chair.
No, thanks.
Since you hear what he said, sit down.
Now, Mr. Dollar, you realize, of course, that you're in pretty serious trouble.
Is that right?
Oh, yes, indeed.
How do you know who I am?
From your photograph. You had to be a policeman, a private detective, some sort of an investigator. Turned out you're a freelance insurance investigator working for Columbia All Risk.
You learned that from my photographs?
We have a very efficient organization. When we heard you had visited the Shanes in the hospital, we had your picture taken.
The sidewalk photographer.
You have a good memory. We turned the photo over to the qualified members of the organization, and they in turn gave us a very thorough report.
And now what?
It's obvious, isn't it? Al here will take you out to the car and drive you 5 or 10 miles down the river.
Oh. You mind clearing up a few points first?
If they're not too time-consuming, I have an appointment.
Pryor put the bomb in the package?
Yes?
He knew the package was coming and intercepted it before David got it, removed the contents, loaded in the bomb, and gave it to Dave.
Absolutely correct, Mr. Dollar.
Weren't you worried he might open it in the factory?
We knew he wouldn't open it until he got home. You see, he believed there was important information concerning my organization in the package.
From his brother?
Of course. Pryor notified us what his brother was doing. Our people in California, in turn, notified us when to expect the package. Simple?
Charming. Nothing like a delightful explosion.
I'm sorry the women were present.
Oh, sure. You cried yourself to sleep.
I'm afraid you have to be going, Mr. Dollar. Al.
Come on, Mr. Dollar.
I'm sorry we couldn't talk further, but if you understand.
Oh, don't think anything of it. And I'm sure you won't.
Out the way you came in.
Wait a minute.
Hold it.
That's trouble out front.
Probably just the police.
They didn't know you were coming. You didn't call.
If you got Pryor released and told him to meet you here, I'm afraid Lieutenant Stevens is right behind him.
Get him out of here, fast.
You heard him. Move.
Al gave me a shove through the door. We turned and headed for the back. Just then, Lieutenant Stevens and 2 uniformed cops came in the hall with Ralph Pryor in front of them. Al took his gun out of my back and turned to face the trouble.
Drop it! Look out!
I tried to take it away from him.
Jim, take Pryor out to the car. Where's Wagner?
In here. The window. There he goes.
Wagner, stop!
No, don't shoot. I can catch him. I'd love it.
Yeah, are you all right?
Just skinned my knee. But Wagner's out cold.
Oh, you idiot.
Why?
He might have had a gun.
Huh?
He could have turned around and blown your head off.
Hey, I never thought of that. Well, just proves what I've always said. You gotta be crazy to be a hero. The whole thing tied together something like this. Wagner was the head of the Workers' Protective Association. Pryor was one of the boys. When David Shane told Pryor his brother was in California collecting evidence that would stop the organization, Pryor reported to Wagner, and Wagner ordered him to intercept the evidence Charles was sending from California and get rid of David.
Wagner sprung Pryor, as we thought he would, and Stevens trailed him to Wagner just in time to save my hide. Expense account item 7, $22. Dinner with Lieutenant Stevens in grateful appreciation. Item 8, $32.50 for a new pair of slacks and minor first aid for my skinned knee. Expense account items 9 and 10, $42.80. Hotel bill, train fare, and incidentals back to Hartford the next day. Expense account total, $123.70. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, wherever you are, whatever you do, enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. That lively, full-bodied Wrigley Spearmint flavor is really refreshing. It cools your mouth, moistens your throat, helps keep you feeling fresh and comfortable. The smooth, pleasant chewing helps keep you feeling relaxed, too. So you naturally feel better, work better, get more fun out of doing things. Remember, too, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum is a refreshing treat you can enjoy almost any time and any place. Just slip a stick into your mouth whenever you want it. Do as millions do. Keep Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum handy and enjoy it often, every day. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Junius Matthews, Frank Nelson, Clayton Post, Virginia Gregg, Mary Lansing, Sammy Hill, and Jim Nussers. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at the same time when, from Hollywood, John Lund returns as yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is the CBS Radio Network. For your listening enjoyment, John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Roger Stern, Dollar.
Oh, hello, Mr. Stern.
Got a job for you.
Fine.
Our company insures a Mr. Barney Rico.
Oh, I know that name. Used to be pretty big in the racket, wasn't he?
Yeah, for the past 7 years, he's been Mr. 8 number 1 citizen. Our company insured his life for $100,000. He was killed yesterday.
How?
He was murdered. See Lieutenant Briggs at the 7th Precinct. He'll give you the details.
Right. Briggs is an old friend.
When can you leave?
As soon as I pack a bag.
Mind if I break in a few seconds to discuss games with you? How many of you, when you were youngsters, ever tried to escape from the world of reality by playing cowboys and Indians or cops and robbers? Today's youngsters have added 2 more professions to the world of make-believe: spacemen and G-men. And speaking of G-men, do you know where that name came from? Actually, it was used about 20 years ago by gangsters to describe members of our Federal Bureau of Investigation as part of the Department of Justice, and acts as a kind of detective agency whose duty it is to track down those who break our federal laws. The FBI also does counterintelligence work in ferreting out spies and saboteurs. And here's an amazing fact about our FBI men. Despite the extreme dangers of their work, it wasn't until some 20 years ago that they were given the authority to carry guns. With no other weapons than courage, resourcefulness, and determination, they had to track down and apprehend dangerous racketeers and spies. Today, however, you will find that the typical FBI agent may be a lawyer, accountant, or specialist in some other profession, but thoroughly trained in scientific police methods and handy with any type of weapon.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Intercontinental Bonding and Indemnity, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Gino Gambona matter. Expense account item 1, $24.98, train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City. I arrived at Grand Central, went directly to the hotel where I registered and called Lieutenant Arthur Brigg. I caught him on his way to lunch. He agreed to meet me in a small restaurant across from the precinct.
Well, good to see you again, Johnny.
Oh, good to see you, Art. It's been a long time.
Investigating the Rico killing, huh?
Yeah. Why don't we order, and then you can tell me about it.
Well, I know what I want. This corned beef day. Good corned beef, real lean.
Oh, that sounds fine.
I'll be right there, Art.
How much is Rico insured for?
$100,000. The brother's the beneficiary.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea who killed him?
No, not yet. It's always tough when a guy's been in a racket, even if he's gone straight for a while.
He used to be with the Gambona outfit, wasn't he?
Yeah, you know how that might...
Hi, Art.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Corned beef?
Yeah, two.
Coffee?
Yeah, Johnny?
Yeah, coffee.
2 beef, 2 coffee, salad or soup.
Just the corned beef for me.
Yeah, I don't want the sound of the soup. Sir, you putting on weight?
You kidding?
No, you're getting a little...
On a diet. You kidding?
Well, just ask. I don't mind.
Gee, that's gonna make all the difference in the world.
I still love...
All a big fat me? Gee.
Yeah, sure is.
Well, getting back to Rico, as I was saying, I'm sure you know it. Any time a guy like Rico gets killed, it's tough to come up with the answer. Could be any one of a dozen guys he was in the rackets with. You remember him at all?
Yeah, he was the one who testified against Gambona.
That's right. His testimony sent Gambona back to Sicily. Could have been any one of Gambona's mob. It's just been waiting for the chance. I don't know whether you remember or not, but at the trial, Gambona made it plenty clear that he'd get Rico sooner or later.
What's happened to Gambona?
He's still in Sicily.
Rico did pretty well for himself after he went straight.
Yeah, he did fine. Opened a string of barber shops, built himself a nice home.
Her brother's name is Dave.
Yeah, he manages the shop.
What did he have to say?
Well, he's scared stiff. He didn't have anything to do with sending Gambona to Sicily, but he was in the outfit and pulled out when his brother did. He's in a panic.
He hasn't got any idea who killed Barney?
Well, if he does, he isn't saying, and I can't say I blame him.
Well, after lunch, I think I'll have a talk with Dave.
He's probably at the main shop or at home.
Here you are.
Well, thanks. Beautiful.
Lean enough for you?
Looks great.
Well, I'm glad something around here hasn't got too much fat on it.
Expense account item 2, $3.55, lunch for Lieutenant Briggs and myself, after which Briggs gave me Dave Rico's home and business address, and I left. Expense account item 3, $1.45, cab fare to Dave Rico's home, where I talked with his wife. She informed me that her husband hadn't returned from work yet and suggested I go to the main barber shop of the Rico chain. Expense account item 4, $1.65, more cab fare from the Rico house to the barber shop on East 118th Street. It was after 6 when I arrived, and the shop was closed. The interior was dark, except for a light coming from a back room. I knocked on the door and waited. I was about to leave when I saw the figure of a man stagger into the darkened shop from the lighted back room. He stood for a moment framed in the doorway, one hand clutching his stomach. I banged on the door again and watched as the man pushed himself away from the door jamb and started across the shop. Halfway to the front door, he slumped to the floor and lay still. I stepped back, kicked the glass out near the door lock, reached in and opened the door. But by the time I got to the man's side, he was dying in a hurry.
Call a doctor, please.
Yeah, sure. Who did it?
No. Gambona.
He died looking up at the ceiling and holding his stomach where a knife had cut him almost in two.
It was Dave Rico, and he named Gambona as his killer. I called Lieutenant Briggs.
Gambona?
That's what he said. I asked him who did it, and he said Gambona.
Well, that's crazy.
Why?
You know Gambona's in Sicily.
You sure?
Well, sure, I'm sure. Authorities over there keep a close check. Maybe he meant Gambona's mob. A lot of them still around.
Or wouldn't he know them?
Yeah, he'd know them.
But he said Gambona.
Well, I'll get a cable off to the authorities in Sicily.
In the meantime, what if Gambona is in town?
If he is, he's going to have a hard time getting back out. But a lot of people would hide him. I'll start checking right away. See you, Johnny.
The coroner's deputy arrived, followed by the lab boys, and I went back down to the precincts. Briggs made his report to the chief, and a cable was sent to the proper authorities in Sicily. For the next few hours, we went through the mugs and picked out all of Gambona's former associates that were still in town. One of them was a girl.
Virginia Barrett.
Used to be a steady thing with Gambona, wasn't she?
Yeah. She's been a good girl, though. Got a job, stayed out of trouble.
Well, worth checking.
She sings. Not very good, but the joint she sings in doesn't expect anything great.
Where is it?
It's over on 34th Street. I've been in it a couple of times. What's the name of the place? Something Den. Pirate. Yeah.
You gonna be busy for a while?
Yeah, you want to say hello to Jimmy?
Yeah, I thought I might.
Well, let me know how you make out.
Sure. If I run into Gambona, I'll give him a regard.
Do that.
Expense account item 5. $1.75 for still another cab from the precinct to East 34th Street in the Pirate Den. It was a small place set down below the level of the sidewalk and filled with enough smoke to keep the walls from falling in. I found a table near the back of the room and gave my order to a swollen-eyed waiter that looked like he'd been mixing salad on his apron. When I told him I'd like to talk to Virginia Barrett, he gave me a long look and then wandered off through the smoke. About 5 minutes later, Virginia Barrett appeared.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. Won't you sit down?
After you tell me what you wanted to see me about.
It's a personal matter. I'll preface it with a drink.
No. You a cop?
No.
I'm thirsty, but I'm even more inquisitive.
Heard from Gino Gambona lately?
Who are you?
Johnny Dollar?
Should I know you?
No. What do you have to drink?
Rye. Now, what's all this about Gino Gambona?
Have you seen him lately?
You kidding?
I'll say it another way. Have you seen him lately?
Look, Gino got sent to Sicily a long time ago. I haven't been out of New York since the day I was born.
Okay. But have you seen him lately?
Look, mister, I just told you. I haven't seen Dino since the day he waved goodbye from Pier 47. I don't think I want to talk to you anymore.
You read about Barney Rico getting killed the other day? Dave Rico was killed this evening.
That's too bad.
Before Dave died, he named Gambona. You knew the Rico boys, didn't you?
Long time ago. Now you'll have to excuse me. I go on in a minute.
I'll wait.
Okay, but don't hold your breath.
She walked away looking worried and disappeared through a door on the opposite side of the room. I took a beat, then got up and crossed the room to the door and entered. On the other side, I found a small, dimly lit hall, and a rather large, muscle-bound man walked toward me.
You looking for something?
Yeah.
I think you got the wrong few.
I'm looking for Miss Barrett.
Look in the other room.
I have.
Try again.
Where'd Virginia Barrett go?
She's probably in her dressing room, but that doesn't make any difference to you.
Oh, you're wrong.
Now turn around and walk back in that room while you got the strength left.
Get out of my way.
Like that, huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
Friend, if anyone offers you a job as a bouncer, forget it. I left him lying in a corner and went down the hall, looking on the other side of doors for Virginia Barrett. But Virginia Barrett was somewhere else. I ran out into the alley behind the club just in time to see her climb into a cab on the other side of the street and pull away. Expense account item 6, $1.25 for another cab. We followed Virginia to a large apartment house on the west side of town. We parked a half block away. I watched her go in, then I followed. I went up the front steps of the building and looked at the mailboxes. Virginia Barrett's apartment was 203, but the front door had a night latch on it. I picked a name on a box, a Miss Adelaide Jones, and buzzed it.
Yes?
Miss Jones?
Yes, who is it?
Flowers.
Flowers?
From the Ashley florist.
Flowers?
The gentleman wanted them delivered immediately.
Oh, really? Oh, wait a minute.
Well, I was in. I found apartment 203 and started to knock. But sometimes when you get impatient, you get careless. I'd tailed Virginia Barrett, but I'd forgotten about the big boy I'd left sleeping it off in the back hall of the pirate's den. Obviously, he knew where Virginia could be found, and obviously when he came to, he'd hurry right over. Because when I raised my hands and knocked, the big boy barged up the stairs and pointed his gun right at my dinner.
Hold it.
Oh, why, sure.
You're a busy little fella, aren't you?
I have to be, or I lose the game.
Yeah?
It's a treasure hunt. I have to bring back a pound of 3-day-old rhubarb, the lapels off 3 opera capes, and a dozen assorted heads.
I'd like to contribute.
Well, every little bit helps.
I can guarantee some broken bones.
Now, about Gino Gambona.
You never can tell. Go ahead and knock.
Who is it?
Marco.
Well, good evening.
What's he doing here?
Go on, get in there. Found him in the hall. Gave me some trouble over at the club.
You said he's not a cop.
Who is it?
That guy I was telling you about. Marco's with him.
Well, what? That's about all I can come up with.
Your name's Dollar?
Yeah.
You know me?
Yeah. Your name is Gino Gambona.
Did you ever stop to realize that 4 American coins show us the importance of elections? The first one is the Washington Quarter. It was George Washington who reminded us that on the unity of our government depends our independence, our peace at home and abroad, our safety, prosperity, and our freedom. The second coin is the Jefferson nickel. It was Thomas Jefferson who said, "No government can continue good but under the control of the people." The third coin is a penny, bearing the likeness of Abraham Lincoln, who said, "Among free men, there can be no successful appeal from the ballot to the bullet." And finally, the Roosevelt dime reminds us of something Franklin D. Roosevelt once said. Every man and every woman in this nation, regardless of party, who have the right to register and to vote, and the opportunity to register and to vote, have also the sacred obligation to register and to vote. These 4 Americans, by recognizing the importance of elections, added another page to your political history. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Gino Gambona stood in the middle of the room looking at me with a nasty smile, as though he'd just come up with a particularly funny way to kill me. Gino Gambona, one-time lord of the underworld. By all rights, he should have been in Sicily, where the United States government had sent him for the rest of his life. But there he was. And there I was, wishing he wasn't. The big man Virginia Barrett had called Marco shoved his gun in my spine and prodded me over to an uncomfortable chair. Gambona held the nasty smile and walked slowly over to me.
Who are you?
Johnny Dollar.
The name don't mean nothing. Who are you?
I'm a special investigator for an insurance company. We hold a policy on the late Barney Rico.
Mm-hmm.
His beneficiary was his brother. I don't know who insured him.
Looks like your company don't have to pay off to nobody.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Tell me, Johnny Dollar, how much insurance you got?
Just a small policy. I'm expendable.
I'm glad.
Dave Rico named you before he died.
Oh, really? Well, were you the guy pounding on the front door of his shop?
What did you kill Dave for? I thought you just wanted Barney.
Well, Dave's last name was Rico. But now, about you, Dollar. What am I going to do about you?
Well, I could make a few suggestions, but I don't think you'd go for them.
No. I don't think so.
Whatever it is, boss, let me,
You got pushed around a little, eh, Marco?
I'll make up for it.
You know, Dollar, it ain't like the old days. Marco was one of my boys in the old days. On his toes then. You couldn't have pushed him around then.
Did you come all the way back here just to kill Barney Lisa?
No. Of course not. I had something to get. And I couldn't trust nobody to get it for me. Not even my little baby here. You met Virginia, Dollar?
Briefly.
I hear she's a singer now. You hear her sing?
Let's stop playing around, Gino.
Mr. Gambona. Nobody calls me Gino. Unless I like him.
The police know you're in the States. They sent a cable to Sicily.
Well, they ain't gonna find out nothing that way. I got it all fixed. By the time they really go looking for me, I'll be back like I never left. And who's gonna say they saw me here? Money Rico? Dave Rico? You?
Gino, let's get this over with.
Yeah. Okay, Marco. Cool this bum off. Take him for a drive down by the river.
Sure. What about stuff?
Well, me and Jeannie will pick it up and meet you. Now get going.
Get up.
Well, it's a nice meeting you, Dollar.
Charmed, I'm sure. Come on. Move. Marco followed me out of the room and we started down the stairs. Suddenly, on the upper landing, the most beautiful distraction I'd ever seen shouted,
Hey, you!
and Marco turned his head for just a second.
Oh, my goodness!
Hey.
He had a gun!
Yeah, he sure did.
Gosh, I don't know what's going on here. I thought for a minute he had some flowers for me. Someone called from downstairs and said he had some flowers for me. You seen anyone with some flowers?
No, honey, but I'm personally going to buy you a whole acre of orchid. I went back to Virginia Barrett's apartment, but Gino and Virginia had left a few steps ahead of me. I looked out of the window and saw a car pull away. Then I picked up the phone and called Lieutenant Briggs. Marco came too on the way to the precinct, and after we arrived, Briggs booked him and took him downstairs to the interrogation room.
Where were you supposed to meet Gambona?
How was it? What was the stuff he was going to pick up?
You tell me. 2 men have been killed, Marco.
Not that I know of. You were supposed to meet Gambona. Was I? He said so. I must not have heard him.
I'm going to put 2 men on you every 2 hours. We won't get tired, but you're going to be miserable.
I know the route.
Where can we find him? You hear me, Marco?
I hear you.
Where can we find him?
I don't know. Where are you supposed to meet him? I'm not.
When did you get into town?
I don't know. When did he contact you? He did. You're a liar.
If you say so.
How did you know where he was staying? As I did.
Where were you when Barney Rico was killed?
When was he killed?
The morning of the 3rd.
I was at home.
You sure?
Yeah.
Where were you the morning of the 4th?
I don't remember. What's that got to do with it?
That's when Barney was killed.
Said the 3rd.
Did I? It was the 4th.
Where were you? At home.
You said you didn't know.
I was at home. Both mornings? Yeah.
Cigarette?
Yeah, thanks.
Marco?
Yeah.
Know anyone who can prove you were home the morning of the 4th?
No.
Where were you this evening?
When this evening?
All evening. From about 5 o'clock on.
At the cafe. What do you do there? Look, what is all this? I don't know anything about the Rico killing.
Somebody does. If we don't get Gambona, I'm going to have someone for these killings.
But it wasn't me.
Then give us an alibi.
I told you.
Did anyone see you?
No, I told you it was at my place. You said you were at the club. That was this evening.
What about the morning of the 3rd?
You said the 4th.
I said the 3rd.
At home.
And the 4th.
Yeah. At first you said you didn't know. Now, wait a minute. Lay off. What do you want to know?
Where we can pick up Gambona.
Get a cigarette.
Where were you supposed to meet him?
Okay. Not the Gambona. Not for the 10 grand. I'm bushed. I can't think anymore.
What 10 grand?
10 grand Gambona promised me for helping him get in and out of the state.
Where's he going to get 10 grand?
He's at a stash somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. To help him. Even Virginia didn't know.
Is she going with him?
Yeah. Dino said he'd come back and get Virginia and the dough. He must have a bundle hidden somewhere.
When's the Gambona leaving?
I don't know.
Don't lie to me. You said you were getting paid to get him in and out of the country.
That's right, but I haven't made arrangements to get him out yet.
You're going to meet them. Where?
Grand Central, by the Oyster Bar, 11:30. Now can I relax, get some rest?
We got to the Oyster Bar in 10 minutes, and Briggs had stakeouts placed around the entire area. At 11:30, Virginia Barrett and Gino Gambona failed to show. We waited for another hour.
To William James, report to the information desk. To William James.
Wait till I get back to Marco.
Well, the only reason he'd lie is to give Gambona and the girl enough time to get away.
Well, they'll never make it. I've got everything covered.
Marco's job was to get them out. If he thinks they've got a chance to make it, he must have already made the arrangement.
Yeah, but what kind?
Well, we can forget about planes. Take a pretty big ship to go that far.
What about some obscure boat?
Yeah, that could be it. Big payoff to the captain. Look, we can figure Gambona got here within the last week. He couldn't afford to be gone too long from Sicily. He told me he's got it fixed that nobody will miss him, but he couldn't be gone too long.
Take him 2 weeks both ways by boat.
Yeah. He must have planned it to arrive here, get the money and his girl, take care of the Ricos, and get out fast. Let's check the boats that arrived from Italy and Sicily in the last 2 or 3 days and see if one of them is sailing tonight.
Right.
We checked the arrivals for the past week and then compared them with current departures. We found one looked like it could be it. An independent steamer, the Atlantic Star, had arrived from Sicily the morning of the 3rd, the day before Barney Rico had met his death, and was due to sail from Pier 16 at 1 o'clock in the morning, bound for the Mediterranean. We piled into a squad car and arrived at Pier 16 at 12:50, where we identified ourselves to the gangway watch and were directed to the captain on the bridge to the Atlantic Star.
Hold on, this is 25, sir. Put on the other phone.
Hey, what are you two guys doing?
Yeah, what do you want?
Police, you're under arrest.
For what?
Where are Gino Gambona and Virginia Barrett?
Who?
Your boat's surrounded. You might as well tell us.
Stateroom B. But right now he's probably in the galley.
What's he doing there?
That's the way he signed on. Cook. Does pretty good at it, too.
We took the captain down on deck, and Briggs waved one of his men aboard. The captain was taken off quietly, and Briggs and I moved on to Stateroom B.
Who is it?
Marco!
Were you sure? Take your hands up!
Now, calm down, Jenny. One yell out of you, and I'll fix it so you don't get to sing with the prison band. Virginia Barrett went off just as quietly as the captain, and the boat was cleared except for anyone who still might be in the galley. Briggs waited outside the galley door, and I went in, with my hand on the .38 in my pocket. I spotted Gambona behind a long table stacked with pots and pans. He looked up as I moved in on it.
Hey, what time is this sub supposed to pull out? It's up to...
Hello, Gino.
Why, you...
Sometimes I'm so smart to get hysterical. There I was, face to face with Gino Gambona, ready to take him single-handed, right where I wanted him. And the next minute I was buried under a pile of pots and pans. Gino drew his gun, made a dash for the passageway. And that was as far as he got.
Johnny? What? Here, give me your hands.
What happened?
Somebody goofed. Gambona was dead. Virginia Barrett and Marco, full name Marco Dandoy, got 5 to 10 years for their parts in the crime. The captain of the Atlantic Star got 2 years, and Lieutenant Briggs got a promotion. Yours truly returned to Adelaide Jones with the flowers he'd promised her, and all in all, everyone got just what was coming to them. Expense account item 7, $52.88 hotel bill. Item 8, $24.56, train fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $112.07. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment John Lund as Johnny Dollar.
This is Maud, Mr. Dollar. Mr. Grant just stepped into the office.
Oh, good.
I'll connect you.
Hello, Johnny.
I'm sorry I was out when you called, Mr. Brandt. Your secretary mentioned a fire you wanted me to look into.
Yeah, that's right. And we got the report about a half hour ago. If you hurry, you can be there when the fire inspector decides the cause.
How serious is it?
I don't know. I couldn't learn whether anybody was in the building or not. It's a recreation club on the outskirts of Waterbury. The Monopoly, Trent Street.
Okay, Mr. Brandt. I'll take a run out and let you know what I find.
The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you John Lund in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Friends, the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum present these weekly adventures of Johnny Dollar because they know that millions of you enjoy Johnny Dollar. That's true of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, too. It's enjoyed by millions, day in and day out. People find that chewing on a smooth, delicious piece of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum somehow makes time pass more pleasantly. Whether you're working, driving, shopping, or just taking things easy, that good, tasty chewing gives you enjoyment and satisfaction. So always keep a package of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. And whenever you want a refreshing, delicious treat, chew a stick. You'll like it. You really will.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Corinthian All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Monopoly matter. Expense account item 1, $26.70, car rental and mileage between my Hartford apartment and what was left of the Monopoly Club in Waterbury.
Where's Mitchell? Where's Mitchell? You need more men over here. Get Mitchell. We're losing pressure on number 3. Take the joint for number 3. Hey, you men, that wall's going. Come out of there. Get out of there.
An hour and a half after I got there, the fight was pretty well over. Just a couple of men with a high-pressure hose putting the final touches to a few smoking timbers.
Hey, you there.
I'll let you through the road. I'm from the insurance company that covers this place.
Oh? You carrying credentials?
Yeah.
See him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here.
You have to be careful. Has the fire inspector shown up yet?
Yeah. That's him over there. The one walking away from the 2 men. Captain McCready.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Hey, Mike. Mike, over here. Here on the Charlie, huh? Captain McCready?
Yes?
My name is Dollar. I've been hired by the insurance company to investigate the fire.
Come along. The men who answered the call first tell me it broke out inside on the ground floor.
Anybody in the building?
Not that we know of. No report of anybody. Now, let's see. The window's over there. The smoke was reported coming out of there first. Hauser!
Yes, sir.
Have a couple of men bring axes over here, will you?
Yes, sir. Timber.
Do you specialize in fire cases, Mr. Dollar?
No, but I've worked a few.
Well, here we have a new building, not over 5 or 6 years old, that had passed all fire inspections and had got a license to operate as a place of public assembly.
What do you want? Come.
Oh, you'll find some sash weights over there at the base of the wall. That's where a window was. Clear the debris down to the cement in a triangle with that as the point. Spreading this way.
Yes.
And not through here.
You looking for anything special, Captain?
Point of origin. Smoke was spotted first coming out the window. Was it open? And if so, why?
Yeah, cold weather like this. Was the club operating?
No. It didn't open till 2 in the afternoon. We got the alarm at 11 a.m.
You know anything about this Gerald Hobson who owns the place?
Nothing yet. He was here, but before I was, he went home. Let's go over here and see what the men find, if anything.
What we found pointed without a doubt to arson. Bits of broken bottles, the remnants of unburned cloth. Charred as the evidence was, the cause of the fire was fairly obvious. We used to call them Molotov cocktails. Bottles filled with gasoline or oil with a piece of cloth for a wick. One or more evidently had been thrown in through the window, and the damage to the frame building was over 90%. The closest neighboring building was a garage almost 100 yards away. We questioned the people there, and then Captain McCready went back to his office. I looked up the owner of the Monopoly Club, Mr. Gerald Hobson.
Well, from the insurance company?
Yes, looking into the cause of the fire.
Oh, of course. Well, come in.
Thanks.
May I take your code?
Oh, I won't be here long. I'll keep it on.
Well, just come into the other room and sit down.
I looked for you out at your building, but I guess you'd left before I got there.
Yes, I was there, of course. Bob at the garage, he called me about the fire. He's the one that reported.
Yes, I talked with him.
And I went right out, but my nerves aren't what they were once. Fire's such a terrible thing. I didn't know what to do, and I asked one of the firemen off, and he told me to go home, that people want to know where to find me. Did they save anything?
Nothing but the foundations and some plumbing.
Oh, well, then thank heaven for the insurance. Well, I don't suppose you share my feeling about that.
You've paid the premiums, Mr. Hobson. Now, I'd like you to answer some questions about your club.
Yes, of course.
I understand it was a licensed place of public amusement. What kind of amusement?
Well, we specialized in Monopoly.
In what?
The game, you know.
Oh, sure.
Well, we have a great many factory workers in Waterbury. Well, I started the Monopoly Club must have been 3 years ago, to offer them harmless entertainment and relaxation. The game was quite popular. Enabled them to play financier, you know.
Oh, yeah, I remember the game.
Yes, you buy and sell and try to amass a fortune. We ran month-long tournaments, and oh, I tell you, some of the fortunes were astronomical. Well, they were just billions.
Was there any other amusement offered?
Well, I had a few tables for the card players. There was soft drinks and candies.
Mr. Hobson, I want you to understand that I'm not a police officer. Anything you tell me will be kept in confidence.
Oh, yes, of course.
Did you run any gambling games?
Why, of course not. My club was a decent legal establishment. The members were good, everyday working people.
And your income came solely from memberships?
From memberships and retail sales. I don't like your intimations. Not one bit.
I'm looking for a reason why somebody should have set fire to your building. That's why the gambling possibility crossed my mind. Heavy losses could drive somebody to it.
Yeah. You were absolutely sure that the fire was not accidental?
The fire inspector, Captain McCready, seemed entirely satisfied. I saw the evidence, too.
Have you spoken to the police about this, Mr. Dollar?
I know I haven't. Why do you ask?
Well, a man came to see me a week before last. On Monday it wasn't. I was just opening up the club, and so I was the only one there. It was one of those protection rackets, and he demanded money and made threats.
You told the police about it?
Of course, immediately.
What did you say to this
Well,
man?
I gave him $100 to get rid of him. That was to be the fee per month. As he put it, I'd better cooperate and keep my mouth shut or he'd put me out of business for good.
Well, did the police come to see you?
Yes, 2 officers came right out to the club. I told them I'd rather meet them someplace else, but they said the faster they got on his trail, the quicker they'd find him. Well, they didn't find him at all. And if somebody threw gasoline into my place, it stands to reason that man must be the one.
Uh-huh. Well, if you let me use your phone, Mr. Hobson, I'll call Captain McCready. We'll see what we can make out of this.
Yes, of course. It's right out here in the hall.
Yes?
Oh. I'm sorry I missed your phone call, Dollar, but I had a meeting with Chief Blair.
Oh, it worked out fine, Captain. Gave me time for a sandwich.
Good. Oh, Sergeant Winnick of the police bunco squad came over. He just stepped out of the room for a moment. I'm naturally requesting an investigation from the city fire attorney, but now, with the possibility of extortion, the police can start their own right away. That'll speed things up.
Do you have anything else?
Well, the lab isn't finished with the evidence yet, but so far there are traces of 3 bottles. Oh, Sergeant Winnick, this is Mr. Dollar.
How are you, Sergeant?
Nice to know you, Mr. Dollar. Now, sit down. You talked to this Mr. Hobson?
Yeah.
How did the subject of this man and his threat come up?
When I told him how the fire started.
I don't know what to make of it. I got out the report on that call we made at his club. 2 of our men were there 15 minutes after he phoned, and Hobson's description of the man had been radioed to every squad car on the streets.
You didn't get any place on it?
No. We haven't had a complaint from anybody else in town on anything like it. If a protection racket was building, you'd think we'd get more than 1 call, wouldn't you?
You think Hobson's report was untrue, then, huh?
We closed the investigation on the theory that a Tranchen had taken him for $100 on a protection scare. Now I'm not so sure.
You haven't checked on Hobson?
Not yet. But I think we should. I'd be glad to have you along.
Oh, thanks. Well, I guess we don't have to take up any more of the captain's time. Arson cases are among the toughest to crack. You're faced with the fact that the fire usually destroys the implicating evidence. But there was some evidence that the fire could not destroy. I faced Gerald Hobson with it that night.
Well, it was nice of you to come back, Mr. Dollar, to trouble yourself like this.
You probably won't appreciate it when you've heard me out.
Was that so? Why not?
Well, to put it bluntly, you're under suspicion of setting the torch to your club.
I'm as... Oh, are you out of your mind? What's the meaning of this?
I spent most of the afternoon with the police. A Sergeant Winnick investigated your complaint a couple of weeks back. Your story of the protection threat didn't seem to hold up.
Now, let me understand this. They think I was lying about that man?
Oh, I don't think they'd say so in
But
so
they
many
do,
words.
huh? Then why aren't they here?
Because they're a lot more cautious than I am. Maybe I'm overstepping my bounds by coming, but I like to have things out in the open. I want to show you what's stacked up against you if you try to press a claim against the insurance company.
Oh, yes, of course. I'd forgotten your sole interest is in saving your company's money. Oh, yes, by hook or crook.
I'll be your best witness if the situation clears up in your favor. But I did some snooping. I looked into some of your financial affairs.
Get out of here!
Sure. This is your castle, Mr. Hobson. This kind of privacy I have no right to invade. But the fact that $18,000 would save your financial neck is not private information anymore. Well, that's where I left it and drove the 25 miles back to Hartford to my apartment. And that's where it stayed until the phone interrupted my first cup of coffee the next morning at 10:30. Johnny Dollar.
Sergeant Winnick in Waterbury.
Oh, yeah, Sergeant. What's new?
Did you jump on Hobson last night like you said you were going to?
Yeah, I needled him a little.
You should have saved it. The picture's changed. Hobson's story is on the level.
Oh. Well, I've been wrong before.
Another protection threat. About 20 minutes ago in a bowling alley at 783 Sheridan. It ended in a shooting. 1 man dead, another wounded.
you're coming over, I'll meet you there.
Yeah. Thanks for the call, Sergeant. I'll get started right away. Friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum is a refreshing, delicious treat you can enjoy just about any time. Even when you're busy working, you can slip a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint in your mouth and enjoy that pleasant chewing. The lively, full-bodied spearmint flavor cools your mouth and freshens your taste. The good, smooth chewing helps relieve pent-up tension, gives you satisfaction. As a result, you seem to feel more relaxed and get more enjoyment out of what you're doing. So enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum while you work, and at other times, too. Get a few packages next time you're at the store. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Come on now, break it up.
You made some time, Dollar.
Yeah, light traffic. Any other developments?
Come on inside. The dead man was a bystander. They just took his body down. The old-timer over there is Con Robleski. He owns the place. He shot one of the toughs. He's pretty upset.
There were two of them?
Yeah. The other one made a run.
You know me for a long time.
No, look.
I am good man. Where is Officer Dubek?
You don't have anything to worry about, Mr. Robleski.
Who? Who is this?
He's not a policeman. He's Mr. Dollar, a friend of mine.
I'm sorry to hear about your trouble, Mr. Robleski.
So much trouble in the world. Why there be this in my city? But I have right. I shoot this man, but I don't do wrong.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
They were threatening you, weren't they?
They say I am foreigner. They say I pay them to work in my city. I say no. He say he fix my place like he fix some other.
The Monopoly Club? Was that the name?
Yes, I do not know this place, I tell him. They say, you stupid old man, you get burned down. Then my friend Carl come in. He say loud, what is?
He knew something was wrong.
He see me mad. They turn to him. I open drawer for gun. Carl come close to fight. Then this other, he has gun. And he shoot Carl. Then this other, he turn to me, and I shoot.
But the one that shot Carl got away.
He run. Now they say Carl is dead for trying to help me. It's wrong, my friend, to be dead. Why this be? This be good world. Why so much trouble for people? Why?
That's about
Too
it, fella.
much trouble for people.
Yeah. I take it they came in while he was opening up.
Yeah, that's right. He was alone, just about like Hobson's club.
The wounded man, was he conscious?
Yeah, suffering from shock. So he wasn't worth anything. According to his wallet, he's Paul Loner, with an address in Chicago. 21 years old.
Anybody spot the other one?
A newsboy across the street saw him come out and run south. Not much of a description, but it fit what Robleski gave us. Roads and railways ought to be covered by now.
Yeah, they were stopping cars when I came in.
Yeah, Lieutenant Glass is in charge. The old warhorse can get things done in a hurry if he feels like it.
I better get that car out of the middle of the street.
Yeah. Loner's over at Central Emergency Hospital. We might as well go over there and wait till he can make a statement. They tell us you're strong enough to talk, Loner.
Well, they told me to, but I don't see no reason to.
You're doing plenty of talking in the bowling alley from what we hear.
I don't remember.
I don't blame him. Pushing an old man around like that must be something you'd really want to forget.
Now, go start up a parish someplace, will you?
How many times have you been arrested, Loner?
Difference does that make?
After hearing you blab while you were passed out, they want to see how many lies you'll tell now.
I didn't pass.
No, you just don't remember.
You know what time it is now?
I don't care what's on.
It's after 4. You were out for over an hour.
You don't bluff very good.
Your wife's name is Edith. How's that for bluffing?
Where is your wife?
Oh, leave me alone. I hurt.
The doctor said you were in good shape.
It's a laugh.
If you weren't, he wouldn't have let us in here. Where's your wife?
I don't know. Look, you're wasting your time. I don't want to talk, and I won't.
That old man you shot is dead. Did you know that?
Said shoot nobody.
What?
I didn't have a gun.
It was right there on the floor beside you.
You're a dirty, stinking liar. I didn't have a gun. The guy that was with me, that was his gun. He shot the old man, and you know.
The report says you were there alone.
That's a lie.
Who was with you?
Guy I teamed up with. I don't know his name.
If you can prove that, it might make a difference. Can you prove it?
It's true. That old guy, that Robleski, he knows it.
He said you were alone.
It's a lie. You're lying. He said it, he's lying.
Why should we lie?
To frame me. I didn't kill him.
Why should Robleski lie?
I don't know, but he is. And if you guys want to, you can make him say he's lying.
Maybe he wants to be sure somebody gets the electric chair for killing his friend. As long as we've got you, you're it.
He knows I had a partner. My partner did most of the talking.
Who was your partner?
I don't know.
Robleski says you talked to him.
I didn't, I tell you, I didn't.
Bert Lucas did the talking?
Yes, Bert. You dirty, rotten...
Take it easy, Lona.
You knew Lucas was with me.
Now we know.
Oh, Sergeant, that's a little more.
Yeah? I'll get verification of Lucas' name and description over to the radio office if you hang on here. Okay. Oh, Mr. Hobson, come on in.
Oh, I'm sorry to...
Well, that's all right. Come on in. You remember Mr. Dollar?
Oh, yes.
I'll meet you in my office, Dollar.
Yeah, I'll get there as fast as I can. Well, I owe you an apology, Mr. Hobson.
Oh, no. Oh, please. No, it's your job to look into things. I shouldn't have lost my temper.
Thanks. Now, will you take a look at this man?
Well, yes. That's possible.
Is he the one you gave the $100 to?
No, I've never seen this man.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Did Lucas do the talking at the Monopoly Club, too, Loner?
He didn't have to talk much with this jerk.
Oh, no.
Never mind, Mr. Hobson. Who touched off the building, you or Lucas or both of you?
What's the difference?
I want to know.
I don't see what difference it makes now, but we both did. We did it because this jerk Hobson here went to the cops. Bert should have squeezed $500 out of you, then we'd been out of this time.
Oh.
That's all for now, Mr. Hobson. We'll call you down again when we pick up his partner.
Well, that'll take some doing. Bert's still on his feet. That puts him way out of your client.
Oh, no, he's a vicious type of person.
Yes. Here, this way.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Dollar.
Yes? We'll contact you later, Mr. Hobson.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, nurse?
Maybe you better take this call. I've been trying to reach Sergeant Winnick, but he's not in his office yet.
Oh, sure. What is it?
It's Lona's wife. She wants to talk to somebody who's seen her husband.
Oh? Where can I take it?
Right over here.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Who is this?
This is Johnny Dollar, Mrs. Loner.
How is he?
Oh, he's all right. He's going to make it fine.
Oh, when did you see him?
I just left him. We talked about you. Where are you now, Mrs. Loner?
I'm just down the street. I started out to come right down to see him when I read it, but when I got close, I got scared.
Well, you have nothing to be afraid of, have you?
People will ask me questions, and I'm not going to lie no more. You'll think it's wrong, but I know it's right.
Of course it is. Did I meet you someplace?
Oh, no. But if you'll wait outside the door for me so I won't have to talk to those men who don't care about anybody.
I'll be there.
I'm so mixed up, Mr. Dollar. I don't know what I'm thinking. But I always knew that something as bad as this was going to happen. I always knew when it happened, I'd have to do something. The feller who was with him is named Bert Lucas.
Yeah, we learned that. The police here phoned the police in Chicago and learned about him and about you. And about how you and your husband left. They weren't sure Bert Lucas was here, but we found out from your husband.
I know where Bert Lucas is hiding.
Where?
I can't tell you by streets and roads, but In a car, I could tell you how to drive there.
How can you be sure he's there?
He came by where we live after he got away from that trouble this morning. He didn't know Paul was hit. He said him and Paul got separated, and he was going out to that place that got burned down.
The Monopoly Club?
I'm killing him when I tell you this.
Not necessarily, Mrs. Lona.
Oh, yes, I am. He knows he killed that man. He told me so. He said he'd never give himself up, but I don't care. He's in a cellar out there. That's where he is. He was going to wait till dark, but he's in a cellar out there.
Calling car 73. Ignore previous call and return to your station. Car 50. 50. What is your present location?
Car 50 proceeding west on Trent Street between Hudson and Pine.
Proceed to the Monopoly Club and stand by.
Monopoly Club. Roger.
Now, that's Burnett's car. Yes, 3 men with him.
Lucas may be hearing these cars. Any more might scare him out.
Yeah. I think we better move in. I'll leave 1 man here with the searchlights in case we need him. Hi, Burnett. You have a Thompson?
2 of them, Sergeant.
Good. Well, it's dark. He may try to run for it. Leave 1 of your men here in case we need some light.
Right. Hillary, get the search trained on the wreckage and be ready if we need it.
Well, you've been here before, Dollar. I haven't.
I didn't spot any cellar.
Oh. All right. 2 Thompsons on each end. And we'll move straight in. Quickly until we get to the wreckage. He's on.
Any stairway to the cellar must be in one of those 2 corners at the back wall there.
Uh-huh. They must hear us for now. I'm going to give them a call. Lucas! Come on out, Lucas! Let's move forward.
He hit one of your men.
Get down. Get down, Bernard!
Really, he's hit, Sergeant? How bad? In the stomach, Sergeant. He's passed out.
I saw the muzzle flashes, Sergeant. Back there. Where you can see that timber at an angle.
Oh, I thought it was farther to the left. Hillary! Lights! Burnett! Cover me!
Right.
All right, Lucas. Come on out before you blast it out.
He won't come out, Sergeant. He's in too deep to...
There he goes. Lucas, stop! You'll lose him. Burnett, stop him!
Expense account item 2. $35.50. Miscellaneous. Food, extra mileage, etc., etc. Expense account total, $62.20. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum is a refreshing, delicious treat you can enjoy just about any time. Chew a few sticks of Wrigley's Spearmint during the day and see how the good chewing helps keep you feeling fresh and alert. The lively, full-bodied flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum cools your mouth, freshens your taste, and sweetens your breath. The chewing itself gives you a nice little boost, helps you keep going at your best. Millions of people get real chewing enjoyment out of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day, and we know that you'll enjoy it, too. Get a few packages and always keep some handy. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Gil Dowd with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Sammy Hill, Bill Johnstone, Stacey Harris, Parley Bear, Herb Butterfield, Howard McNear, Joe Duvall, and Jeanette Nolan. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at this same time when, from Hollywood, John Lund returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
For your listening enjoyment, John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Dave Brace, Johnny. Plymouth Mutual.
Oh, hiya, Dave.
Johnny, sapphires are bad luck.
Yeah, so are black cats.
Cats don't get stolen, though. Or at least we don't insure them.
How much?
$30,000. Does the name Benny Stark mean anything to you?
Benny Stark. Yeah, jewel thief. Couple of convictions. I haven't heard of him lately.
Well, you're hearing now. He called us from Rockport, outside of Chicago. Wants to talk a deal. He apparently has the sapphire necklace.
Who's your client, Dave?
A girl named Ellen Beauregard. Big wheel in Rockport society. I've already made your plane and hotel reservations and gave Benny your name.
Right here, I have a few words to say, and I'll say them as quickly as possible. You know, someone once said that everyone and everything in America depends on speed, and that as our country grows older, we all move faster. But it wasn't much more than 100 years ago that the fastest anyone could travel was at the speed of a running horse, which wasn't very fast when you compare it to the speed of our latest jet plane. And talk about going to the moon at 25,000 miles an hour. And during that same 100 years or so, we've grown from the first crude telegraph to the perfection of color television. Yes, this increased speed in transportation, communication, and everything else has changed almost everything in our country, including the Cabinet of the United States. For example, up to World War II, there wasn't any reason why the War and Navy departments shouldn't be directly responsible to the President. But then, there was a growing need for the speeding up of military action and decision, calling for unified commands and a more closely knit integration of military activities. Thus, our Department of Defense was born, creating a new cabinet post to coordinate and execute the overall general policies relating to the armed forces. And the secretary heading this new Department of Defense became the representative to the President for the newly designated secretaries of the Army, Navy, and more recently the Air Force. In the future, our fast-moving world may add even more members to the President's cabinet to ensure the safety and well-being of our United States.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Plymouth Mutual Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Beauregard matter. Expense account item 1, $58.40. Airfare and incidentals to Rockford, Illinois. I checked into the Bleecker Hotel and waited for a contact from one Benny Stark, jewel thief. I planned to see the Beauregards later, but instead the Beauregards came to see me. Or anyway, one of them did.
I'm Jared Beauregard, Mr. Dollar. It was my niece Ellen from whom the necklace was stolen. May I...
Oh, sure. Come in, Mr. Beauregard.
Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
This is a little unexpected. I just got in town.
Well, Mr. Brake of the insurance company wired that you were coming. I wanted to talk to you before you saw Ellen.
Oh, I see.
My niece is a remarkable girl, Mr. Dollar. A trifle headstrong at times, though, and not always inclined to use the best judgment.
Well, I guess that could apply to most of us.
Yes, of course. Now tell me, Mr. Dollar, do you have any hope that the necklace may be recovered?
I think so. It's fairly certain, in fact.
Well, Ellen will be very happy. It was an engagement gift, you understand, from Phil Avery, her fiancé. She was quite broken up when it was stolen.
Yes, I imagine. $30,000 is quite a loss.
Well, it's more the sentiment attached than the beauty of it. You've seen the necklace, Mr. Dollar?
No, but I have photographs of it.
Oh, yes, from the insurance company. Well...
How about your niece, Mr. Beauregard? Just what was it you wanted to tell me?
Well,
excuse me. Johnny Dollar.
This is Benny, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, okay, shoot.
You know where the Pink Pigeon is?
No, but I'll find it.
Well, it's south of town. I'll meet you there at 9 o'clock tonight. Back booth behind the bar. Make it?
Yeah, sure. Have you, got the item?
I got more than that. I got information that'll blow the lid off. I've been double-crossed, Dollar, and I'm gonna get even.
What do you mean, double-cross?
Uh-huh. First, we make a deal. See you tonight.
I've got to run along, Mr. Dollar. I didn't really have anything in particular, just that, well, Ellen is too impulsive sometimes, but she never means any harm by it. I'm sure you understand.
Expense account item 2, $14 to hire a car. Benny was on ice until 9 o'clock, so I decided to call on Ellen Beauregard, the girl who was too headstrong and impulsive, but didn't mean any harm by it. Uncle Jarrett was wrong, though. I didn't understand. I left the car near the Beauregard coach house and walked down the terrace toward the entrance. Ahead of me, in a glassed-in sunroom, a man and a girl were so busy with each other that they didn't even notice me. A highly romantic scene. The mistress of the house, probably. The only trouble, though, she was wearing a maid uniform. She was still a little flushed when she answered the door.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'd like to see Miss Ellen Beauregard. My name is Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, you're the investigator on the robbery.
Dave must have wired everybody in town.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Won't you come in?
Thanks.
If you'll wait there, please, I'll tell Miss Beauregard you're here.
Yeah, right.
Bye, Ellen. See you later.
Oh, hello. You must be the insurance fellow?
You too.
Ellen said you were due in town today. I'm Phil Avery, Mr. Dollar.
How do you do?
Ellen and I are engaged. I gave her that necklace that was stolen.
Yes, I know.
I certainly hope you can get it back. The insurance won't cover the sentimental value.
Sentimental value?
Yes. Oh, I know. I saw you come up on the terrace, but appearances are deceiving sometimes. I wouldn't want you to misunderstand.
Oh, I think I understand perfectly, Mr. Avery.
Good. Well, I got to run. My offices are in the Central Bank building. Drop in if there's any information you'd like.
Thanks, I will.
Bye.
I'm awfully sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Dollar.
Quite all right, Miss Beauregard. Gave me a chance to meet your fiancé.
Oh, isn't Phil a darling? Headstrong sometimes, impulsive, but he...
That never means any harm by it? That is?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Well, I suppose you want to know all about the robbery.
No, I think I know most of it already. I would like to see the safe, though.
Oh, yes, of course. It's over here behind the painting. You've just got to find that necklace, Mr. Dollar. I feel so guilty about it.
Guilty? Why?
Well, because it was a gift from Phil, and not that I was careless, but... well, I'm sure you understand. Here it is. Back of the portrait.
An old-fashioned one, huh?
Everything in the house is. Our family's been around quite a while.
Yes. Wouldn't be much of a job for a professional safecracker. How'd they get into the house, Miss Beauregard? Force a lock somewhere?
No, they must have a key. You see, I'd gone out for the afternoon, and Uncle Jarrett was off somewhere, and the house is empty.
Your maid wasn't here?
Lois? No, after I left, she decided to go into town to do some shopping or something. Oh, they couldn't have picked a better time.
No, they couldn't have.
Oh, say, incidentally, you'll probably be talking to Uncle Jarrett, and I wanted to warn you about him. Of course, he means well, but...
Is he headstrong and impulsive, too?
No, it's just that he's, well, a little vague. I'm sure you understand, Mr. Dollar.
It was nearly dark when I left, filled with understanding and with a lot of questions about the Beauregard establishment that still needed answering. I started to open the door of my car when I caught a flash of white at the corner of the coach house. Somebody had seen me and then tried to duck out of sight. I walked across the drive and moved quietly up to the corner. Evening, Lois. Can I help you with that?
No, I was just going to bring some trash.
Well, fine. Let me put it in the incinerator for you.
No, please.
Oh, it's no trouble. I'll just... Hey, have you sorted through this? There's something heavy inside these papers.
Let me have it. You won't understand.
Well, you're the first one around here who hasn't thought so. She sounds impatient. You better run along. I'll take care of this for you.
No, please, you... Oh.
I knew what it was already. And in a moment, I had it unwrapped. A .32 caliber revolver. And one chamber had been fired. Recently.
Mr. Dollar?
I slipped the gun in my pocket and shoved the papers into the incinerator.
Mr. Dollar?
Right here, Miss Beauregard.
Oh, I saw your car was in the driveway, and I...
Just checking the layout of the grounds. I'm leaving now.
Lois just came in from somewhere in this direction.
Oh?
Was she talking to you by any chance?
Oh, we passed the time of day.
Well, don't believe anything she tells you.
Any definite reason why not?
Oh, I've caught her in all sorts of lies. I didn't want to say anything inside. She might have been listening.
How long has she been with you?
4 months. She goes out in the afternoon sometime, and I know she lies about where she's been.
Do you think she had something to do with the robbery?
I don't know. I'm only suggesting that you check very carefully on anything she might tell you.
Well, if she's like you say, why have you kept her?
Well, I've been planning to let her go, but... Well, objections were raised.
Who raised the objection?
Uncle Jarrett.
When I got back to the hotel and went to my room, I had another surprise waiting for me.
Come right in, son. Have a seat.
Oh, thanks. I could be in the wrong room, of course.
Not if you're Mr. Dollar. You know a fellow named Benny Stark?
Not exactly. I'm looking forward to meeting him, though.
I see. You got business with him?
I might. Do I, have any with you?
My name's Cotton, Mr. Dollar. I'm the chief of police here.
Oh, I see. How did you get on to me?
Found your name where Stark had written it down. Had your room number here at the hotel. He a friend of yours?
Well, I guess we might as well work together, Chief. I'm an insurance investigator, checking on that Beauregard robbery.
Ah, so that's it.
Stark is a jewel thief. He phoned the company and offered to talk a deal. I've got an appointment with him at 9 tonight.
Yeah, I don't reckon you're going to be able to keep it.
Why not?
Because this Stark fella got himself shot a few hours ago. Real shot. Dead, in fact.
Murdered?
Yep. Found him in a rooming house over across town. You wouldn't know anything about it, would you, Mr. Dollar?
I might. What kind of a gun was it?
.32 revolver, according to the lab.
Well, this might be the gun.
I'm fired, all right. Where'd you get it?
I took it away from Lois, the Beauregard maid. He was trying to hide it in the incinerator. You might have it checked, but I doubt if it's registered.
It's registered.
Huh?
We don't have many guns around town here. I recognize this one. Belongs to Jared Beauregard.
Uncle Jarrett, huh? What about these Beauregards? Who are they? What are they?
Old line family, 4 generations. Just the 2 of them now, Jared and Ellen. Not as wealthy as they once were, maybe. You never know, though. Lately, at least, Jared seems to have plenty of money.
Lately?
Oh, not just since the robbery, that's what you think, and I meant the last 4 or 5 months.
What about this Phil Avery?
Been here a couple of years. Fine young fellow, civic leader. Everybody was pretty tickled when they got engaged last spring. Figured they was meant for each other.
Well, he goes in for lavish gifts, at least.
Picking anybody?
No. Who is it?
Lois, I've got the customer, Mr. Dollar.
Just a second. You want to dodge into the bathroom and let them in?
Good idea.
Come in, Lois.
Thank you. I've got to have it back, Mr. Dollar.
What?
The gun. Please, Mr. Dollar, it's not the way it looked. Somebody's trying to get me in trouble. I found the gun.
Where?
Hidden under the mattress of my bed. I got scared. I was trying to get rid of it when you stopped me. Tonight in the paper it says a man's been shot.
Did you know him?
No.
You know whose gun this is?
No, I don't know anything about it. Give it to me, please.
I'd like to, Lois, but I'm afraid it's not that simple. All right, Chief.
You know, many great men have attained the highest office in our land, the presidency of the United States. Can you guess the name of this man? As a boy, his general health was bad. But as a man, he was a dynamo of energy. He was only 42 when he became president, the youngest man ever to hold that position. His administration was a fairly untroubled one. There was still no income tax. Other taxes were comparatively low. And the United States was in a peaceful era. Conservation of our natural resources was one of his greatest concerns as president. And in 1902, he signed a bill putting the Reclamation Act into action. If you don't have his name by now, here's one more important clue. During his administration, work was begun on the Panama Canal. Who was he? Theodore Roosevelt, 26th President of the United States. His life is part of your American heritage.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account item 3, $2.90. 2 hamburger steak lunches the next day at noon in the Bleecker Hotel Grill. Apparently a favorite daytime eating place for the president of the Central City Bank.
Hey, listen. Oh, my, that's fine. I say, you mind passing me that Tabasco sauce, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, here you are.
Oh, I love it on hamburger. I love hamburger, for that matter. Just the proletarian at heart, I guess.
Maybe so, but you've got some pretty aristocratic clients, haven't you?
Well, that's a bank for you. Yes, you mean the Beauregard. Well, here, try some of the sauce.
Thanks.
My. Oh, they're aristocratic enough as far as the family background is concerned. A social position, that sort of thing, but when it comes to money, that's another story. When you want to know about a man's economic status, just ask his bank.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, so you are. Now, you understand, Mr. Dollar, that I wouldn't ordinarily let this information out.
Yes,
The fact is, though the town figures they're rolling in it, the Beauregards are broke. Near flat broke. They have been for a couple of years.
What about that house? The estate?
No, it's mortgaged to the hilt. Like a few other properties, they've still managed to hang on to. But cash, no, they haven't got it. You gonna eat that butter, Mr. Dollar?
Huh? Oh, no. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. Except the last 3 or 4 months. You know, it's a funny thing. Old Jarrett seems to be going around with a pocket full of money. Probably borrowing it from his prospective son-in-law.
Bill Avery, huh? How was he fixed financially?
Oh, how is he fixed? A man who can afford a $30,000 engagement gift? I've never looked through his account, but I'd say that if he doesn't have it, he soon will have. Oh, my, that boy's a go-getter.
Pretty well thought of, huh?
Elected him to the board of directors of the bank last month. You're not going to eat that roll? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know how he finds time for it, that boy. He's got a half a dozen jobs already. He had to postpone his wedding, even. They were supposed to get married 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I see. Lois, the Beauregard maid, wouldn't have anything to do with that, would she?
Oh, gossip. Oh, what gets around that gossip? Well, she's a pretty little thing, you know. And a man who's about to tie himself down for life, well, you know how that is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it'd be just too bad if Ellen found out about it, though. This town would be in for some real excitement if she found... Oh, would you pass that sauce again, Mr. Dollar?
Come in. Afternoon, Chief. I have a couple... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy.
Well, that's all right. Come on in. You know Mr. Avery, I believe.
Yes, we've met.
How are you, Mr. Dollar? Glad you came. This concerns you, too.
Well, Mr. Avery figures we're doing this girl Lois an injustice.
She's not involved in any of this, Mr. Dollar, either the theft or the murder. She's not the kind. I know her.
How well, Mr. Avery?
Well enough to know that she's a pretty fine person.
The only trouble is, Mr. Avery, I've got a pretty strong case against the girl. She was trying to dispose of the murder gun. She'd know the time, the house would be empty to set up the robbery. She could have given Benny Stark a key to get in.
One thing, though, Chief Cotton. We haven't found the necklace. Unless she can be tied up with that, the case won't stand.
We're still looking.
What about her room at the Beauregards? Or places around the house that she might have access to?
First thing in the morning, we're going to take it to pieces, Mr. Dollar.
You won't find a thing. Wait and see.
I'm afraid that's what we'll have to do, Mr. Avery. Wait and see. Well, you go on back and talk to her if you want. I told Ed you could have 15 minutes.
Thanks, Chief Cotton. See you, Mr. Dollar.
Right.
Now, what's on your mind, Mr. Dollar?
Jewelers. This is a photo of that necklace. Do you know any jeweler here in town who could make a duplicate, imitation?
No, have to go to Chicago for that.
Well, that's what I want to know. Whether somebody did go into Chicago 4 or 5 months ago.
Well, I could get Jim over here from Hawkley's jewelry store. He could give him a technical description over the phone. Chicago police work pretty fast. Might have some information back by this evening.
Good. I'll wait to hear from you. There was nothing more I could do until I heard from the Chicago police, so I went to my hotel room to wait it out. Johnny Dollar.
Ellen Beauregard, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, yes, Miss Beauregard.
We wondered if you'd come out to dinner tonight.
Well, that's awfully nice. Yes, I'd like to.
Good. Just the family. 7 o'clock, all right?
Fine. See you then. Expense account item 4, $14. Car rental for an additional 24 hours to attend dinner party at home of client. I arrived at 6:45, parked by the coach house, and then at 7 o'clock, I joined Phil Avery in the billiard room. We were about to start a game when the phone call I'd been hoping for came through. I took it on the extension in the entry hall. Johnny Dollar.
Chief Cotton, Mr. Dollar, just got word from Chicago.
Oh, good. Any luck?
Yes, they located the custom jeweler who made a copy of that necklace 5 months ago. He remembered it well.
Did he remember the client?
Yes. A girl whose description fits Ellen Beauregard to a T.
Then it all adds up. Oh, I found the necklace, by the way.
Well, maybe I'd better come out there.
The sooner the better, Chief. I'll see you. Well, good evening, Mr. Beauregard.
You've discovered our little family secret, I take it.
I'm afraid so.
I knew you would. I want to tell you. I warned Ellen, but she's headstrong. Of course, it was legal in the beginning.
But not later.
No.
You'd better ask Ellen to come down.
As you wish, Mr. Dollar.
Well, shall we start the game, Mr. Avery?
Right. Go ahead and break them. Let's make it straight pool, huh?
Okay.
Good start. 2 on the break.
Like shooting quail in the brush. 4 ball in the corner pocket. By the way, Mr. Avery, you were right about Lois. She isn't guilty. She was being framed.
I told you so.
She's not involved in any of this except as an innocent bystander. Even though I found the necklace a little while ago hidden in her room.
You found it? Oh, good.
The Beauregards, though, are not quite so innocent.
Hmm?
A 7 ball in the side pocket.
What do you mean?
The Beauregards needed money. They were still keeping up a front, but they were broke. And when you started getting interested in Ellen, they figured you were their answer.
You make her sound pretty cold-blooded.
Oh, I don't think there was much love lost on either side. You were playing the same game.
Now, wait a minute.
It was a natural the way you saw it. Ellen, the last of an old line family, prominent, wealthy. Why, she was the key to open any door in town. So you gambled your stake on a $30,000 gift to show her that you weren't a fortune hunter.
Mr. Dollar, I don't like this.
12 ball in the far corner. Then, about a month ago, you had a chance to see the Beauregard accounts at the bank. Why, they were broker than you were.
I wasn't marrying Ellen for money.
Only trouble was you couldn't stand losing that 30-grand necklace. So you brought Benny Stark in, and he stole it for you. But when he gave it to you, he told you it was phony, and you thought he was double-crossing you. He got sore and decided to try for a deal with the insurance company. And that's why you killed him.
You're accusing me of murder, Mr. Dolly?
Let's see now, the 8 ball in the end pocket. Well, who else, Mr. Avery? Lois wasn't involved, except that you tried to frame her. The Beauregard knew the sapphire necklace was an imitation. You were the one who didn't.
It wasn't an imitation. I paid $30,000 for it.
Not this one. Ellen sold yours a month after you gave it to her. They've been living on the money. She had this one made in Chicago. That dirty look. Another clincher. You were the only one who heard me tell Chief Cotton that we'd have to find the necklace before we could convict Lois. So you brought it here tonight and planted it... Well, apparently I don't have to go on.
No, you don't.
Did you steal that gun from Uncle Jarrett, too?
Oh, no. This is my own. Better lay down that cue now and get your hands up. Low and easy.
And if I don't, you...
Thanks, Miss Parker!
$1.
How? A billiard cue makes quite a weapon.
What's this all about?
Well, it seems your fiancé is the lad who had your safe rifled and then later killed his partner.
Killed him?
Yeah, I guess murder is worse than fraud.
What do you mean?
You filed an insurance claim on a necklace you'd already sold. I rather imagine the company is going to prosecute. Chief Cotton's on the way, Miss Beauregard. Expense account item 5, $114.10. Hotel, incidental, and transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $203.40. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Universal Adjustment Bureau, Johnny.
Hi, Pratt, what's new?
At the moment, Edward J. Rollins III.
Oh, what about him?
One of our companies has a hefty policy on his life, and he sent word he wanted to change his beneficiary, then he disappeared.
And you want me to go looking for him?
That's the general idea.
Oh, look, Pratt, you could be wasting dough sending me. Chances are he'll pop up again by himself.
Oh, yes, I know. The Of course, it involves a little trip to the Caribbean, but if you're not interested...
The Caribbean? I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Time and Tide matter. Expense account item 1, $1.20 cab fare from my apartment to the offices of Universal Adjustment Bureau and Pat McCracken.
The mention of the Caribbean did the trick.
Sit down. Yeah, thanks. Now, what's the deal?
Well, about 6 months ago, Johnny, Ed Rollins decided to marry a girl named Virginia Blake. And he took out a large policy on himself from one of our companies, naming her as beneficiary. Last week, he apparently changed his mind.
Oh?
Called from Nassau, said he wanted to remove Virginia Blake as beneficiary, and he was supposed to come to Miami to sign the papers. We had an agent waiting there for him. But he didn't show.
What was he doing in Nassau?
He had his cabin cruiser down there with 3 of his friends. Among them, Virginia Blake.
Did you check Nassau to see if he's still there?
Oh, we checked. His boat is gone. Now, the trail just starts in Nassau, Johnny. Where it'll lead is anybody's guess.
Expense account item 2, $140 even, air transportation and incidentals to Nassau in the Bahamas. There, I found a man who remembered fueling up Rollins' boat a few days before. He'd heard them talking about working their way down through the Bahamas, skin diving, and then cutting over to Jamaica. They'd mentioned one place in particular, Crooked Island. Item 3, $50, transportation via chartered seaplane to Crooked Island. I spotted Rollins' cruiser in one of the coves, and the pilot set me down nearby. A dinghy with an outboard motor came over from the boats. It was Ed Rollins.
You say you're an insurance investigator, Dollar?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Rollins.
What are you doing here?
Well, I came to see if you were okay.
Me? Why shouldn't I be?
You were supposed to meet an agent from the company in Miami last week. You didn't show up.
Oh, well, I changed my mind. You mean you came all the way down here because I didn't show up in Miami?
Well, when a man with a hefty policy in his life disappears, the insurance company starts worrying.
Yes, so it seems.
Hey, mind slowing down a bit? I'd like to talk to you before we get on board.
Sure. Now, what's on your mind?
As I understand it, you took out a policy about 6 months ago and named a Virginia Blake as beneficiary.
Yes, that's right. We're going to be married.
Then a week ago, you apparently changed your mind.
Well, I decided to think it over some more. That's why I brought the boat down here.
What's the trouble?
Oh, it's just... Well, I might as well tell you. I began to suspect Virginia's been two-timing me.
Oh? With whom?
That I don't know.
Have you asked her about it?
No, not yet.
Why not?
Because I'm afraid she might tell me the truth. Maybe I don't really want to hear it.
Ah, I see.
Look, Mr. Dollar, we're going to do a little more skin diving here in the cove this afternoon and then shove off for Jamaica around dark. Why not come along? You can catch a plane back to the States from there.
Okay. Who all's on board your boat?
Let's see. Virginia, you know about. The nurse Bill Winslow.
Winslow?
Yes, kind of a beachcomber at heart. I bring him along mainly to handle the boat. He's real good at it.
Anybody else?
Oh, Tony Atherton. A worthless sort of guy, but rather amusing company once in a while. Besides, he introduced me to Virginia, so I owe him something for that. I guess.
Well, look, you mind introducing me as just an old friend of yours?
Yes, that's just what I had in mind. Oh, say, there they are waiting for us on deck.
Bill Winslow was tall, lanky, blonde crew cut, deep tan. The kind who looked at home on a boat. Tony Atherton, on the other hand, was the kind who was at home nowhere. Or maybe anywhere, as long as he had a drink in his hand. And Virginia, well, one look at her and you forgot where home was. Rollins and Bill Winslow strapped on aqualongs and went over the side to do some skin diving. Tony Atherton, Virginia, and I sat around on deck for a while. I noticed that Virginia didn't seem to be at ease. Atherton noticed it, too.
Use a drink, Virginia?
No, thanks.
What's the matter, darling? You bored?
No.
You see, darling, Virginia didn't really want to come on this trip, did she, dear?
Just skip it, Tony, will you? Seems like Ed and Bill has been underwater a long while.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. How long do they... don't worry. Ed likes to live dangerously. Besides, he's got Bill Winslow, all-American boy, to take care of.
Will you lay off it, Tony?
Hey, there they are. Here, wait a minute. Looks like Rollins is in trouble.
Get him on board!
Here.
Hey, quick.
Help over here.
Watch your face, buddy.
Easy.
I got face like. Get it off. You okay, Rollins?
Yes.
Yes, I guess so.
What happened, Ed?
Oh, something went wrong with his air supply.
Yeah. Sprang a leak. Thanks, Bill. And if it hadn't been for you... Oh, skip it. Just lucky I was close to you.
Look at this rubber tubing. It's frayed through.
Yeah, I guess I must have scraped it against some coral.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
And now for another episode in the life of Sergeant Donald Bellwether, my husband. Hi, honey. Did you fix the windshield wipers?
I sure did, Reba. How's that?
Oh, you fixed them. Good for you, Donald.
Thank you, my dear. Well, that's that. Now, if it rains, we're prepared for it, huh? I feel better now.
Oh, me too. A driver has to see the danger if he expects to avoid it.
That's right. And also keep the back and side windows clear in rain and snowy weather.
That's right. Oh, how about the horn?
The horn?
The horn doesn't work, Sergeant. Aren't you going to fix it?
No, I don't think so. Frankly, Reba, I hate horns. Whenever there's a traffic jam, the first thing some guys do is blow their horn.
Which does absolutely no good.
Of course not. All it does is jar everyone's nerves. No, I don't think I'll fix the horn.
Oh, but now wait a minute, Don. Look, supposing we're driving along and suddenly we see a youngster on his bicycle headed right out into the street. Sounding that horn will warn him and possibly avoid a tragic accident.
Yes, that's true, but...
Or supposing we're driving on the highway, and just as we're about to pass a car, that car decides to pull out into our lane and pass the car ahead of him. He obviously doesn't see us, and he won't hear us shout. But one little beep on that horn, and he'll automatically scoot back and avoid a collision.
Reba, you've convinced me. Even though it can be a nuisance, the automobile horn is a necessity.
Then you'll repair it?
Immediately.
Oh, that's my Donald. That's my doll.
And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Time and Tide Matter.
Ed Rollins seemed to regard his close shave underwater as an accident, so I decided to play it that way. But I wasn't convinced. Somebody could have tampered with his air hose. We got underway around dark and headed for Jamaica. About 10, I went up on deck for a cigarette. It was a dark night, but from the stern I could see two figures up in the cockpit. One was Virginia. The other at the wheel, I figured, was Ed Rollins. There was a long kiss. Then they lit cigarettes. In the light from the match, I could see it wasn't Ed Rollins at all. It was Bill Winslow.
Dollar? That you?
Ed Rollins. I guess he'd just come topside. But I didn't know if he'd seen what I'd just seen. If he had, he gave no sign.
Johnny. You know that stuff I was telling you about? Maybe cutting Virginia out as beneficiary?
Yeah, what about it, Ed?
I think you better forget it. I've decided to go ahead and marry her. Well, I don't think I could get along without her.
Oh, I see. Look, Rollins, it's probably none of my business, but... there's something I feel...
There's Virginia now up in the cockpit with Bill.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought she was below. Well, she must be doing some navigating.
Yeah.
Virginia? Virginia, honey, come on back.
Oh, okay, Ed.
Watch your footing. We're rolling a little.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy swell.
How's Bill getting along up there?
Okay, why?
About time I relieved him at the wheel.
Oh, I'll take over if you like.
Oh, thanks, Johnny. But I enjoy handling the boat at night. Virginia, honey, you look sort of tired. Maybe you ought to turn in.
I will as soon as I finish my cigarette.
Well, I'll take over now.
Enjoying the cruise, Mr. Dollar?
Sure. How about you?
Why not?
According to Tony Atherton, you didn't want to make this trip.
Tony's very good at remarks like that.
Oh, I thought you and he were old friends.
Let's just say I've known him a long time.
How you doing, Dollar? Fine, Winslow. How's the boat doing?
On course. We should reach Jamaica tomorrow night. Virginia.
I think I'll go below now. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night. Night, Virginia. Well, you seem pretty much at home aboard a boat, Winslow.
It's where I belong.
You and Rollins seem to do all the boat handling. How about Atherton? He ever give you a hand?
No, he's just the passenger type.
Well, how about Virginia? Does she handle a boat?
She can handle anything.
Oh.
She's a nice girl, Mr. Dollar. She deserves the best.
Maybe that's what Rollins can give her.
Maybe.
You don't sound convinced.
Good night, Dollar.
When we reached Jamaica the next night, I decided to do some checking. I went ashore and called Pat McCracken back in the States, asked him to find out what he could about any of them. He was to call me at a restaurant where we were having dinner. Winslow went back to the boat right after the meal, and Atherton drifted out to inspect a few bars. Rollins, Virginia, and I stayed at the table over coffee, but Virginia was restless and edgy. Finally, she told Rollins she wanted to talk to him. They went out on the terrace. And just then my call from the States came through.
Johnny, Pat McCracken.
Hi, did you find out anything?
Yeah. Ran a check on Virginia Blake. I found out she's apparently been paying off for something.
What do you mean?
She's been issuing checks regularly, a couple of $100 apiece, and always to the same guy.
You know his name?
Yeah. Tony Atherton.
I hung up and went out to the terrace, but Rollins and Virginia were gone. I started looking for Tony Atherton. I tried half a dozen bars with no luck. It was after 1 a.m. when I got back to the boat. Atherton was in his bunk. I woke him up.
Oh, what do you want, Dollar? Don't you realize what time it is?
Yeah, I want to know why you've been blackmailing Virginia.
Wait a minute. It's a pretty ugly word.
You're so right. Now look, Atherton.
Hello? Anybody aboard?
Yeah. Who is it?
Inspector Hastings, Jamaica Police. Is this Mr. Edwin Rollins' boat?
Yes, that's right.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. Mr. Rollins has been slugged and robbed.
What? Good Lord. Was he hurt bad?
I'm afraid so. Touch and go whether or not he'll live.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
And now for another episode in the life of Sergeant Donald Bellwether, my husband.
Reba!
What is it, Donald?
Confounded Reba, I can't find the fountain pen. I've looked all through this desk.
Here it is, dear.
Here it is.
You must have used it as a marker when you were reading this book. Let's see, there's great literary classic, Six-Gun Showdown at Powder River Gulch.
All right, never mind about my reading habits. Just look at the coverage we're going to get with this new auto accident policy.
Let's see. We have collision.
$50 deductible.
Fire, theft, public liability, property damage, medical benefits. In other words, we have complete coverage.
That's right. Of course, it's going to cost us money. I'm sending the company a check right now. Gee, it's too bad we don't live in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island? Why?
Oh, because then our rates would be lower. Rhode Island has less accidents per capita than any other state.
Oh. Well, which state has the highest?
Let me see. Here it is, Nevada. No, by golly, Nevada's second highest. Alaska has the most.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just too bad we can't eliminate traffic accidents completely. Not only would it save life and limb, but it'd be a lot less strain on the pocketbook.
Yeah, that's for sure. These automobile accident policies get more expensive every year, just because there's so many costly accidents.
Well, I'm glad we've got some good insurance coverage, Donald, but just remember one thing.
Oh, what's that, honey?
Well, some auto accidents ruin a fender, and some ruin a family.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
But as far as I'm concerned, I don't want any of your old insurance money. I want you here at home, safe and sound. You'll always drive carefully, won't you?
Yes, I will, dear.
Oh, that's my Donald. That's my doll.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the time and tide matter.
Police Inspector Hastings led me down the pier and around the corner of a warehouse about 100 yards from the boat.
This is where one of my men discovered Rollins, Mr. Dollar.
He'd been slugged, huh?
With a length of pipe we found nearby. No fingerprints on it, Thomas. Rollins is in the hospital in a coma. Apparently he hasn't more than a 50-50 chance.
You said something about robbery, Inspector.
His wallet and valuables are gone. I'm afraid we've had quite a bit of that sort of thing around the waterfront lately.
Robbery, huh? Maybe. Maybe not. I poked around the pier for a while, but didn't turn up a thing. It was about 7 in the morning when I finally got back to the boat in Atherton's stateroom.
I told Virginia what happened, Dollar. She went to the hospital immediately.
Okay, I can talk to her later, Atherton. I still want to know why you've been blackmailing her.
Oh, look, you got proof, Dollar.
Virginia's been issuing checks to you pretty regularly.
Look, what's wrong with that? She and I are old friends. I've had bad luck with some of my investments. She's been kind enough to help me out. Now, look, Dollar, if you're trying to tie me in with what happened to Rollins, you're just wasting time.
Am I?
Of course, yeah. You stop this nonsense, I can probably help you.
Oh?
Look, take a look out this porthole. Go on. What do you see? Huh?
A stretch of pier? A warehouse?
Exactly.
Well, what about it?
Well, just as I was turning in last night, I heard footsteps on the pier. I looked out the porthole. Somebody was walking along it. As he turned the corner, I could see who he was by the warehouse light. It was Ed Rollins.
Oh?
A moment later, somebody stepped out of the shadows and followed him around the corner. Dollar, that was Bill Winslow.
I tell you, I'm not the one who slugged Ed Rollins. But you admit taking a walk last night late.
Well, sure. So what?
All right, where'd you go?
Oh, along the waterfront. I don't remember just where, and I don't remember what time it was.
Along that pier out there, around that warehouse, maybe.
Maybe. Look, I wasn't paying much attention where I was going, but I didn't see Rollins at all. What reason would I have to do a thing like that to him?
I can maybe think of one.
Like what?
Like you in Virginia.
Me? Oh, now, just a minute. That has nothing to do with it.
I think it has, Winslow.
Get this straight, Dollar. I didn't slug Rollins.
I kept hammering away at him, but I couldn't get anywhere. Finally, I left him and went up on deck. Virginia had just come back from the hospital.
He's still unconscious, Johnny. They say they don't know whether he'll make it.
Virginia, what happened last night? When I got through with my phone call at the restaurant, you and Rollins had left.
Yes. We walked around town a while talking. Then Ed said he had something to take care of, so he sent me back to the boat in a cab. I came back here and went to bed. I didn't know what had happened until Tony Atherton told me this morning.
Mind telling me what you and Rollins were talking about last night?
He told me about the doubts he'd been having about me, that he realized he still wanted to marry me.
Oh?
And I told him there were a couple of things he should know about me first.
Like Bill Winslow, for instance?
Not that it matters now, Johnny, but that was a goodbye kiss.
Oh.
A couple of months ago, I became very attracted to Bill, but it was no good. You give Bill a boat or a beach, and... Well, his thinking doesn't go much beyond that. And I began to realize that what I really wanted was Ed.
What was his reaction when you told him about Winslow?
Well, he's a pretty wonderful guy, Johnny. That's why if anything happens that he doesn't fall through, I don't know what I'd do.
And what was the other thing you told him last night?
That Tony Atherton had been blackmailing me.
It figured.
You see, I roomed with a girl once I thought was okay, but she wasn't. And stolen things were found in our apartment. I thought they were hers. I couldn't prove I wasn't involved.
You did time for it?
Yeah. I wish I'd told Ed right at the start.
Well, at least you did tell him last night.
Johnny, who could have done this to Ed? You don't think it could have been Bill Winslow?
Oh, what I think doesn't matter, Virginia. It's what I can prove that counts. And right now, that's nothing. I walked off the boat and along the waterfront. There was a swirl in the channel. The tide was going out. It was almost low. I glanced over at Rollins' boats. It was resting lower against the pier now. Suddenly, a couple of ideas started pecking away at me. I went back aboard the boat and found a tide table. According to my watch and the table, it was low tide. Then I looked up the time of the previous roll. Yeah. I headed for Tony Atherton's stateroom.
All right. So Virginia was buying a little silence from me about her past. So what?
When Virginia told Rollins you'd been blackmailing her, he probably didn't like it much. He told her he had some business to take care of. It could have been with you.
Now, look.
So he went out looking for you around the town. He found you.
Now, wait a minute.
What did he do? Threatened to have you prosecuted? Was that it? So you followed him down to the waterfront, sneaked up behind him and slugged him.
No.
You figured you'd killed him. But even if you hadn't, you were safe because he couldn't have seen who slugged him.
Look, Dolly, you're talking nonsense. Told you I saw Bill Winslow following Rollins. I saw it right through this porthole.
And that's where you hung yourself.
What?
Take a look out that porthole. What do you see? Well, yeah. The pilings of the pier. It's low tide.
Well, so what?
And it was low tide at the time of the attack. You couldn't have seen over the top of the pier then. You were lying.
Oh, now look, I tell you, I won't try it. Get away from me!
You know, it's funny, Atherton. Shakespeare was more right than he knew. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which sometimes leads to fortune. In your case, brother, you missed. Expense account total, including transportation and incidentals home, $403.50. Remarks? Tony Atherton's in jail where he belongs. Bill Winslow is somewhere in a boat where he belongs. Ed Rollins pulled through. He and Virginia will get married next month. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the plot revolves around Ong's hat. And if you want to know what that means, well, join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Today's story was written by Robert Reif. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Larry Dobkin, Herb Ellis, Tony Barrett, Frank Nelson, and Ben Wright. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, has been a presentation of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.